very
Stop
particular
talking about your
about
dick,
quality.
Sean.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Wow.
Wow.
Beat you.
Wow.
Want a candy?
Yeah, beat it.
You what? Are you Michael Jackson?
Oh yes.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Floppy.
Oh, can somebody
Beat
post
it
on
like
the
it's 5.
Discord that we're streaming?
I'm
Yeah,
on
If
it.
anybody wants to join.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I'm not on it. I'm not even on Discord.
Yeah, I
Aha.
closed mine.
Wardcast, is that where you guys usually post that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
Go
Just
at everyone.
tag everybody. Do
At
it.
everyone.
Do it.
I have to at everyone?
Add
Really?
everybody.
If they're in
Fuck
the
it.
group, then they should be paying attention to
Right?
the word stuff.
They should be
Yeah.
interested in this kind of content. They should want to be notified.
Where
And
are
if they
you,
don't, then they can
wankers?
get fucked.
I can't at everyone.
We have
That's not
regular
that's not in my soul.
Do it
You
per
have
me.
no
Like
soul.
put it in your
Sean told
post.
me
There you
to
go.
at everyone
Sean's an asshole. He said
for
to add everybody.
Wardcast. I'm sorry.
God,
Blame
it's not that big of a
Sean.
deal.
Shaunada. Blame Shaunada. Hold up! By using at everyone, you were about to mention 79 plus people. Are you sure? Yeehaw.
There's that many people in
Yeah.
there?
No, there's
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
They're basically
Yeah. Wow.
Blame Shaunada. Blame Shaunada.
That's fine.
You blame Canada.
I am.
He did.
I did.
He just did.
I blamed him. It's his fault that I'm here. It's his fault that
It's true.
I'm a spooter.
It's true.
Spooter Dawn. That's it. I got it.
I'm sorry, Sean
We've
gave
done
your
it.
life purpose.
We've done what?
What?
That's it. That's who I
Right.
am. I'm Spooter Dawn.
Who I want to be.
Is it? Is that what you strive for? Hey, guess
That's-
what?
What?
Get
What?
fucked.
Time for some news.
Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. You got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got my shit on my news and fuck you. This is goddamn war.
God damn it.
Professional.
Fucking technical difficulties right out the gate. I hit the right button and it was just like, no, I'm not going to minimize. That's fine. That's fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, survival horror discussion, updates on the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
I'm not eating.
For the first time in forever. No?
Hi.
Okay. Hello.
No.
Alec Funnel.
And for the last time in forever, it will be the last Rhine time because I'm doing something else next week.
Ooh.
So the
We're
first time
evolving.
I saw your face, I wanted to punch it into space. The first time I saw your dick, I cussed it off and called you a prick. For the first time I smelled your ass, I stabbed myself with some glass.
What are we like fucking 30 seconds into the video and you're talking about ass and dick both and Dante
boy.
Comstock.
That's Spooter Dawn. Hold on.
dick.
Support Dick. Support digital. Good shit.
Is that a banana in my pocket or am I happy to see you?
Yeah, it's so hard.
I'll suck your dick.
When you gave me this head,
It gave me wood. God damn it. Why? I see you're still up to your fucking bullshit.
This is why I've got to get SoundPad working.
Never
could-
stop, not
like
stopping.
the whole enchilada, man. It just keeps
It
going
keeps
up from
growing.
here.
It's
It
going to
keeps-
become an entire story.
It
It's going to
keeps
be a
growing,
video on
Sean.
its own. Don't say that. Don't say it like that. All right. Dude, bro.
It's glad
brah.
to be glad
Bro.
Dude,
to be
bro.
back here.
Dude, bro, brah. What the fuck? So,
No.
you all know that Disney is on a mission to destroy all the animated classic movies that we love, right? You know that that's their objective.
What's
At
the
this
next
point?
one?
So next up is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Bug's Life.
It's going to be progressive.
So is it? So
They're gonna-
first off, this new iteration should be called Snow Woke and the Seven People. So let's just put that out there.
Okay.
That's what it should be called. So, because firstly, they casted Snow White, whose skin is white as snow, as a Latina. Why? What? That doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
Like
I've
I
used
said,
this.
it's progressive.
It is that though. It's not. It's
It's
the opposite of progressive. That's fucking racism
It's
bullshit.
like
It's like I've
casting
used this
Dora as a black
analogy.
man.
Exactly, right? It's like I used this analogy before. It's like casting Black Panther as a white dude. Like, why would that even pop into your mind as an option? Why would you even think about doing something like that? It
But you
makes no
can't.
sense.
But you wouldn't be able to get away with it if you tried to cast a Black Panther-like character with someone white, because then it would be racist.
Right? That's the problem. Like, the racism is just flipping. It's still there, it's just flipping. And it makes no sense. Like, that is not progressive. It just,
We're in this age where whitewashing is now color washing.
right?
You know what we need to do? We need to ask Whoopi Goldberg on what is racist. I mean, she has it all there.
She's got it all figured out.
Oh no.
There you go.
God.
We just cast Dora by either Terry Crews or what'd you say? Terry loves yogurt.
Yeah, let's recast Dora the Explorer as like a 40-year-old man. Let's
Yep.
do that.
The hills.
White,
Sorry, Sean.
white, a white
He could-
one.
He could teach children.
That doesn't sound good. So, upon the announcement of this project, Peter Dinklage, the guy from Game of Thrones,
Peter Dinklage
who-
plays all the dwarves.
who is a dwarf or a little person, I apologize if I'm not using the acceptable vernacular.
Yeah,
but
you didn't say the M
Vertically
word.
challenged, Sean.
whatever it is, I'm not trying to hate. I don't know how phrasing it is acceptable these days, but Peter Dinklage, most people know who he is.
You
He
apologize by
apparently-
going like this. I'm sorry.
That is fucked up. He apparently took offense to the fact that the movie has dwarfs in it, which, hello, this movie's from what, the 40s? Like, we know what this movie is. We know what it's supposed to be, right? It's part of pop culture. This isn't a shock. It's not like, oh my God, there's this new movie and it has dwarves and it's terrible. No, we know what this is. And he
That's what
claims
the
that,
folk tale has always been.
right?
Specifically, not even the movie, just the folk tale
It's
itself.
what the story is. It's in the title. So he claims that it's offensive because they are stereotypical dwarves who live in a cave and it's not progressive. Like, it's not supposed to be a statement. It's supposed to be fun and lighthearted and goofy, and the dwarves each have personalities and they're silly. That is the whole fucking point. If you take that out of it, it's not even the same thing anymore. It's not now or ever has it been intended to be offensive. Like, if you take it that way on a personal level, like, it's kind of on you. You're just kind of looking for shit to be like, oh, that's not right.
Triggered over everything.
Shut that
God.
shit down. It's fucked
Oh my
up.
God. Cancel
And on
culture.
the heels of his comment blowing up on the internet, of course, Disney has decided to remove the dwarves entirely. Snow White
This news just
and the
keeps
Seven
getting better.
Dwarves, no dwarves.
But how will
What?
Phoenix Games make their new game of a remake
It's-
of Snow White and the 7 other children?
Snow White
And the other children.
Snow Woke and 7 people.
Yeah,
Diverse
right?
personalities.
What the fuck is this movie if it's not about Snow White or Seven Dwarves? Like, why not make a different movie? If
They already did Snow White several times too. Just watch the Huntsman version and you'll be good.
did that, I haven't seen that. Does that have the dwarves in it?
Yes, they're just like big hulking men.
See,
Dwarfs.
there's your movie. You already got it. Move on. You have your movie that you wanted. You're good. Now let's tell the real story.
The problem
Or
is
don't.
it has Kristen Stewart.
That's the thing, though. Like, if this is such a fucking problem, if it's really that awful and horrible and racist or whatever, or discriminatory, then just cancel it. Like, why are you going to take this movie and remove everything that makes this movie what it is? Why? What
It'll
are
be
you
The
what are you
Hobbit.
making? I don't get it.
Money.
I don't know. Are they? Who's going to go see this? Who is this movie
Progressive
for?
people.
Kids.
Clearly.
God damn it. Get fucked. So dumb.
I'm just wondering if the Lion King's going to come out as like animal cruelty. Just suddenly, that lion's been fell down.
Oh yes,
I'm
fear
complaining.
PETA.
Yeah.
Be afraid. be very afraid.
I'm
Though
also
ironically, PETA also supported the Whiplash PS2 game where you're a ferret and chained to a rabbit and you whack the rabbit everywhere. They were fine with that because you're stopping an evil animal corporation. But we're derailing on that part, so.
Yeah.
It's probably because PETA is owned by Disney.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
They're buying everything.
PETA.
But like, am I alone in this? Like, does this not make fucking sense? I don't get it. Am I the odd one out that thinks that this is fucked up and wrong and just doesn't make any sense? What do
because
you
you're a
guys
white
think?
straight man, Sean. It doesn't make sense to you. You just got to turn gay, and then it gets a little bit more sensible.
You don't know
is
that
so
he's
fucked
white.
up, but it's true. Like, if you're anything but a white male, you have like instant more credibility than I do. Guess what that is? Racism, sexism.
Wardcast.
It's fucking bullshit.
Great.
I want everything to legitimately be equal and equality. It's in the name, right? It works both ways. Anyways, hey, hello. Hey, Jazz.
Hey, what?
Are you racist? I mean, how was your week?
I want to
not
say
hearing
good,
a
but
no.
now I don't know which question I'm answering.
You could answer both in one
Uh,
word.
No.
No, I didn't have a
My-
week. Or...
I don't know anymore.
It's a trap.
The week was pretty much a week, as they usually are. I don't think anything really special happened. So, yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Except like the next 3 episodes of Legend of Vox Machina came out, so I watched that yesterday twice again. And just mostly getting hyped for stuff for next week and the week after. But other than that, yeah, joys.
Yeah, you sound very happy about it all.
I'm just not feeling too good right now.
Aw.
What did I do? Like played a little bit of PUBG with Alec today. We made a playlist. We weren't very good at it, but we did.
No.
But we did make a playlist to go ham and cheese on Spotify. It's called Go Ham and Cheese, and it's 15 hours long.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Collaborate and listen.
And Sean, you got to add stuff to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had some good. We
Why?
already added so
15
much.
hours isn't enough?
No.
No.
All right.
No. I'm
Fair
going to use
enough.
it for other games too. I've also been playing some Horizon Zero Dawn.
Getting ready for the new one?
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And then I watched Critical Role. Because
That's like all you do.
well, it's really
Critical
long.
Role.
It's
more
really
Critical
long, but
Role.
it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I also watched more Kimmy Schmidt. But like most of the stuff I wanted to watch, I didn't have time, or I got distracted by Critical Role, so I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. And that's pretty much what I did, or will do, or doing. Words.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I have 2 show and tells today.
Ooh.
One of them requires for me to stand up, so I'm gonna start with the other one. I went to the store with Beth to find dice for D&D, and then I saw this, and I didn't get it, and then I went back yesterday and got it because I was like, I didn't get it last week and I regretted it, but I got a little pop figure, a little Vi.
Oh, nice.
But it's like the video game Vi, it's not arcane Vi, so it's pretty cool. It's like the OG. I feel kind of sad that her gloves are too small.
I like
but
the arcane one, though.
I like the arcane one, but I like that it's also like she's got the goggles on her head. And she's got like actual Vi things. They have you would know. They have a little Jinx one too, but
Jinx.
I would know. I don't even know what that means.
oh, but you know Jinx. You don't know the other one.
Oh,
you know
okay, I
Jinx.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were saying like I'm the authority in pop figures or something. I have like 2 of them.
Wow. I have so many. They're all like Chandler's on my desk, keeps falling over all the time, and freaking yeah. Too
Can
many.
you guess what mine are?
Leon, Jinx.
It's-
Get it? Ha ha.
Ha.
It's Leon and Jill.
On Jill. What a piece of
Leon,
It's
take care.
Jill.
What a terrible character that is.
gross.
Piece
I was
of
gonna
what?
say, like,
How
Chris
dare
from
you?
Village. Yeah, I hate Jill. She sucks. I hate Resident Evil.
Yeah, now he's officially Chris from Village. That's
Chris
the only
from
Chris
Village.
that exists.
Yep. And then the other,
You know, Chris Redfield from Village.
You mean
forgot the word
Carlos?
for show and tell.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
The other show and tell is the shirt that I'm wearing.
You know what I just noticed?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna stand up now?
It's
Let you
Ellie's
carry
shirt
on.
from Last of Us,
Ooh,
and I
that's
wanted
cool.
it for ever since I played Last of Us, and kept forgetting that I wanted it.
That's awesome.
Every time I went online to order it, I got distracted by something else, and I didn't. And then, like, I was watching Critical Role, and one guy had it on, which was funny because he was sitting next to Ashley Johnson. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm getting it finally. So I did. And it took forever to get here, and Amazon says it's not even in transit yet, so I'm gonna wait till the expected delivery date and be like, "Where's my shirt?" And then I'll get another one, and then I'll
Good.
send it to someone.
Scandalous. Send it to Sean, but it might get lost. It might truly get lost if you
Then
send
I'll
it to
ask them.
Sean.
I'll say like, "Hey,
That's
what the
true.
fuck? This was supposed to be delivered.
Yeah, now I want 3.
Yeah, you owe me so
I want
much."
Joel's shirt too.
Is it covered
I
in
don't even
blood
know
and
what that
has like a
looks
little
like.
little
Yeah.
golf tee sticking out of it?
Wow, that's fucked up. Spoiler.
No, because he golfs. He's old.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right.
That's
my
it.
week.
That's yep.
Move along.
Real quick, Lee said, "I see cardboard boxes. Will any of them be thrown up in the air or be used to hide in like Solid Snake?" I don't know. You tell me, Alec. You're the one with the cardboard boxes. What's the plan?
I suppose I'll do my week, I suppose. And then I'll...
Oh yeah, look at that segue.
What a
Wasn't even
segue.
trying. Fucking magical.
Wasn't done.
Oh no, were you really not?
Alec, how was your week? That was
Thanks.
the end of
I see.
Yeah.
poor
You
Sean.
ruined my perfect segue. It
I know. I would have been an asshole if I didn't.
was the best part of my week, and you took it from me.
Okay. You do it again.
No, it's fine.
Right. Yes, there's a
God
lot
damn
of
it,
boxes
Dante. What
behind
did you
me.
say? I'm sorry. Real quick before you do that, Dante, what did you say on the Discord?
Okay, I told you that I literally read it out loud. Sean told me to at everyone for Wardcast. I'm sorry, blame Shaunada. I wasn't
Shaunada?
kidding.
Oh,
I wrote
thought
Shaunada.
I thought you meant like Shaunada, like Canada, but I read that and I think
Well,
Shaun-Ada.
that was the intention. Shaunada, like Canada.
Okay. Just
Sorry,
clarifying. You may continue with your amazing week, Alec. I
Blame
apologize.
Shaunada. He interrupted you.
I know, he keeps interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is why I'm a dick to him and Jazz. Yeah, so we're trying to move the news is that last week Alex put an offer on a house. The update this week has been that his mortgage provider has accepted it, so we are now one step closer to getting the fuck out of Ashley Road. So bye,
Yeah,
Ashley.
that is a terrible place to live.
It is always
Yeah.
You
best
don't want to
get
be
away
on
from
Ashley Road.
So yeah, there is lots of cardboard boxes behind me. I haven't even counted, but there's more in the other rooms. It's just crazy. But funny enough, I did have a Metal Gear Solid Snake poster up on a wall, but I took it down. So that's all in a box somewhere. So yes, Solid Snake is hiding in a box.
That's amazing.
I know. So I played Tekken 7.
7.
I played Planet Coaster. And it's complicated as fuck. I'm just like, it's Planet Coaster console edition. I'm just like, yeah, they probably should have stuck with playing it on the PC because it's trying to do something on it. Like, it is free on PSN, so if you want to download it, but no.
You make it sound so exciting.
I mean, I was looking forward to it. I was actually going to pay money to get it myself, but then I noticed it was on PSN. I was like, oh, okay. So I downloaded it for free and started playing it. I was like, I can't do shit. So it's a good thing I didn't pay for anything. So, yeah. Saved myself some disappointment. But the only reason why I really wanted to play it was because back in the day, I used to really like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on the PC. And I haven't really come across a good theme park game since. So I'm just like, come on, there must be one good out there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I might play theme park simulator, see what that's like at some point.
Even more dysfunctional. Broken on day one and still broken.
What is?
The roller coaster simulator, or whatever. If it has the word simulator, it's meant to be broken.
And
Well,
$80.
yeah, true. Especially Goat Simulator, but
Especially Goat
Yeah.
Simulator. You mean
It's
especially
truly-
fucking Sim City?
It's truly the goat.
Didn't they like have to shut that game down because it was so fucked up? Like, I don't think it even exists anymore. Like, I think they just canceled that game. Like, they released it, but it was so fucked up that they unreleased it and canceled it. Like, they retroactively canceled that fucking game
Goat simulator?
because it was so fucked. No, Sim City, I think it was the last Sim City that they did.
it wouldn't surprise me because I haven't heard of Sim City for a long time.
Yeah, because it
So-
was like it was online only. Like you had to be connected to the internet to even run that fucking game. Yeah, and it was just so fucked up. I
I've
don't
got to
think they
read
could
this
save
comment.
it.
This Keston says also shut up, Dante. So yeah,
Well
Dante,
said.
you shut the fuck
Thanks.
Well,
I got an answer for that. No.
up. Okay, I also played the original Resident Evil 2. Not gonna say any more on that, other than it's a surprise.
Ooh.
Are you voicing Birkin?
No, I've been there, done
Who's
that.
Leon?
Ooh, I know.
Oh,
It's-
Jazz.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
You're goddamn fucking right, bitch.
Also played WWF No Mercy on the N64 because I only have 3 consoles left to play on. It's the N64, the PS4, and the PS5. So yeah, the rest.
And
are
two
just
of them are
backed
the
up.
same console.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you have only two to play. God damn.
Yeah. I start my new job next week on Wednesday, so that'll be good. Going back
Awesome.
into nurseries, killing children again. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah. That was about it. So show and tell. I also have 2.
Ooh.
I picked this
Fuck,
up
I only have
because-
one.
Yeah.
You'll have a shirt soon, Sean. Don't worry.
So I got this as a Christmas present, I think last year, whatever. And the only reason why I got it now is because I knew Dante was going to be on it. So, yes, that is a friend's mug.
Sweet.
I got 2 of those.
It comes with marshmallows.
Alex like, hey, look what I have, and Jazz is like, oh, I have
I'm
2
sorry?
of those. You're
I meant
worthless.
like, welcome to the party, pal.
Invalidated. 100%. Could she be any more invalidating?
No one told him mugs would be that way.
So now I'm drinking it. I can actually bin the mug because I don't want to keep it and I don't want friends. So I had
You
no
don't want
idea why I
friends?
got it.
You don't like Friends?
He probably watches
see.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
I love that
Ooh.
show.
And the second show and tell, I can't remember if I'd done this before, but as I was packing things up, I found this because I was just like, oh, I need show and tell. It's like, oh, here we go. So it is a Resident Evil poster.
That's cool.
So it has some of the stars.
Classic
Wesker,
stars, too.
Jill, Chris, Barry, Brad. Oh my God, Brad.
Why isn't Barry the very
Rebecca!
first person you counted?
The very first.
I can't remember who this was. Is it Joseph or?
I
That
can't
one?
see.
Yeah, it's Joseph.
Does he have a
Or-
bandana?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Billy.
And some
Billy Joseph.
It's barely.
creatures. So yeah, good.
That's cool. It's nice. It's in like a nice frame and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. Now I'm going to ruin it by putting it in a cardboard box, and no one can open it for another 2 months or so.
And I never saw it again.
No.
Truly, like a Billy.
Speaking of Billy, how was your week?
Fuck you.
Before that, Keston
Oh.
says, speaking of gaming consoles, I heard there's a Switch 2 coming out soon. That true? I don't think it's a Switch 2. That'd be weird. I think they're doing like a beefier version of it where it's
They
like
did-
supposed to be more powerful.
They did like the OLED one.
Well, I think even beyond that, they did the
Really?
OLED one, which I think just has a bigger, brighter screen. But I think they're supposedly doing like a technically more powerful version.
Switch
It's been
Pro.
rumored for a while.
Especially
Yeah,
against living
Pro.
things.
So I'm sure it'll come out at some point. And it doesn't fucking matter. Nintendo's doing their own goddamn thing. They've never been pushing technology or graphics or anything like that. They don't need stronger hardware. Like it's not going to change anything. But it's probably eventually I'm sure it'll show up. Meanwhile, my Switch is still sitting in the box. I bought my Switch what, 3 years ago? I never opened it. That's how excited I am about the Switch.
I mean, it's probably cheaper to buy it now. You know, if he just wasn't going to play it for 3 years, he might as well wait till it got cheaper, then get it.
Well, I
Tom doesn't do
intended to play it. Obviously, that's why I bought it. It was a pretty good deal on Amazon. I think I got like a 32 gigabyte memory card for free and a game for free or something like that. And consoles never go on sale, so like that's the closest thing you're going to get to a console sale. So I figured now was probably the best time to buy it, so I just did it. And I intended to open it up and play it because I wanted to play Deadly Premonition 2 on it. But I don't know. I just like I come close. I get the urge to want to, but it just seems like too much work. Like I gotta open it up and charge it, and I don't like playing handheld things. Like I mean, I know I can connect it to my TV and whatnot, but I don't fucking know. The Switch just kind of, if I'm gonna use the Switch, to me, it doesn't make sense to use it on a TV. Like it's like it's a portable. Like use it in the world on the go. And I just don't like doing that, so I don't fucking know. I just don't have the motivation. Anyways,
Do you know
I'm
what?
sorry.
You
I
can actually
ranted.
blame it on COVID that you didn't go on a go with the Switch because you weren't allowed to go out. So there we go. That's why you haven't played the
That's
Switch.
exactly it. It's because of COVID. Thank you, Alec. You may continue.
Billy, how was your week?
I thought Alec had it bad. Oh wait, now that we're starting over again with that,
Hey,
You're
wow.
welcome.
Who's that
Um,
too?
Me.
Alec
Yes,
for doing the
everyone.
Billy bit.
Oh, okay.
Just casting, get out of here. So, it's been like a long time. The amount of episodes it's been since I've last been on here is like that one rule of the internet where there's born of everything. I counted.
Wow.
And that's the only way I remembered. It was because of an internet rule.
So you remember nothing unless it's tied to porn. Okay, that's good to know.
No, no, unless I make a joke. I make lots of jokes.
What are jokes? I don't know what that means.
It's something, it makes you go, and you put it on Machinima. Anyways,
Oh.
so since last time, the abridged version of last time, I've done a lot of things. I breathed, I lived, I schooled, I schooled Days of Our Lives. I fucking played a bunch of video games. So, some of the fucking games that I completed in question are Near Replicant, the version 1.3256789. I platinum.
Were those the actual correct numbers? Did you
No.
actually remember that?
No, I did not. I think it's based off Pi too, but I don't remember. But yeah, I did actually platinum that.
Hey, Keston, how fucking dare you? Okay, Machinima
Wow.
will never die. All right,
And see, that's because I don't even call my stuff as Machinima. It's called Spoot.
it's a goddamn
Like
Machinima.
parodies.
I'm a spooter.
You can call it
damn.
whatever the fuck you want. It's a Machinima.
Okay. But so I finished that. I finished Dakiba Strip, the second game that on PlayStation 4 finally, and then I recently completed Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, the entire all of the endings, and one of them you have to do twice. So there's the Raito DLC and then there's the Dante DLC. You have to do both. So
Wait,
and that
Dante DLC? What do you mean?
for because in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, right?
Uh-huh.
It came out. You either have the guest character be Raito or Dante, and on vanilla release on the consoles, you get Raito. You had to get DLC to get Dante. In the game.
For the remaster?
Yes.
They made Dante a fucking DLC. Oh my god.
And you know what's worse? They don't even say Dante from the Devil May Cry series. They said Dante from the Devil May Cry fame. They didn't even get the meme right.
Oh my god.
I was so sad. And then it's even worse on PC. I'm about to
swear.
make you angrier. Get ready for this. On PC, the vanilla release doesn't have either. So you get to play PC like the original Japanese version without Raido or Dante or the whole extra dungeon that comes with them, and you have to get DLC for specifically those two, amongst
But
other things.
but why? Is it paid DLC?
I know one of them was free.
Oh, one of them's free, of course.
One of them's free.
Jesus
But
Christ.
either ways, I completed that game.
You hear how dumb that is, right? Like
I do.
fucking this is how old is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne?
2003.
Fucking yeah, we're almost fucking 10 years old basically. Pretty close.
Yeah.
And so a 10-year-old game gets a remaster, doesn't even have all the content that it had 10 years ago. What? Why? Why even fucking remake it?
At least on the PC version, people got screwed on that. And for console versions, we at least had content, new content, because Japan was the only one that got the Raido version. That was it. But now we got that by default. I keep doing this in our console versions.
It makes me so mad.
It makes
Are
me
you
so
Italian?
mad.
Eh?
I don't know. I kept doing
More
this.
racism.
It like even in my
Enjoy.
update video. In my update video where people can't even see me do motions, I kept doing this. I don't know.
And I hate to go back to I'm going to try to keep this quick because I always go back to digital, but I just want to say, like, just the fucking contrast of things. Back then, when that game came out, they were like, the company was like, hey, you know what would be cool? Let's put Dante in here. You know why? Because that's cool and people would like that and appreciate it and it would be fun and everyone would be happy. Now, it's like, hey, let's put Dante in there because we can charge people for it and make more money. Like, that's fucking horse shit. Like, there's no passion anymore. It's about what can we do to make more money? That's what everything revolves around. That's how digital functions and microtransactions, all this shit functions. Where like we used to be like, what's some fun unlockable stuff that we can do? Like what's a crossover we can do to make people excited and have a good time with our game? Because it's artistic, you know, it's an artistic medium and it's fun and creative and it was about the people that were into that. But now it's like money, 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 money. Oh, but also money. And then more money? Like what the fuck? I'm tired of that shit. It's so fucked up. You may continue.
to correct you, they included Dante in the PlayStation 2 version for America because of the deal they striked with Capcom. If they included Dante in their game, they would get the artist director from Nocturne, and that's how Tema Negru was designed, including the devil triggers.
But still, did anybody ever have to pay extra money to get Dante? No.
The Japanese did if they bought the game twice.
Yeah, but that's a tale as old as time. Like that re-releases and Game
Song
of the
is
Year.
Old
and like,
as rhyme.
that shit happens. But like now it's both. Like you still get a Game of the Year version of something, but it's also, you know, the things that should be in the game already, you have to buy. Okay. Like I remember the days when it was like a season pass. And that was horse shit. Oh, I have to buy a season pass. This is bullshit. Now we have to buy like 2, 3, 4. What? And then everyone's just like, oh, that's fine. That's normal. That's acceptable. Why?
At least it's not loot boxes or
why
NFTs.
Are we okay with that? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and
No,
see,
honestly,
you know what?
Worse.
NFTs, I swear to God, fucking NFTs are a result
We were trying to avoid NFTs.
of digital.
NFTs.
It's true though. Like NFTs happen because like that's the progression. Like fucking microtransactions and DLC started us in this trajectory to get us to NFTs. Like it's the natural evolution of that bullshit. And as we continue to fund and acknowledge like, hey, this is okay, this is the way things are, NFTs are going to be like the problem now, and then the next problem is going to be worse, and so on as we continue to support that mentality. It's fucked up. This is why you should not support things like that unless you truly believe in it and you understand it and you get like where things are going. Like if I fund this thing, it's going to continue to get worse. It's worse. It's going to evolve into something like a I don't want to fucking get into this. It's fine. It's annoying. Stop supporting digital and DLC, everybody.
Support
May continue.
Support digital. Good shit.
There you go. Exactly what that guy said. Follow it.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Okay. Anyways, Sean.
Hate it. I hate it all.
Oh,
I love that game. I love Nocturne, and it makes me sick. That's all.
I also went through Fatal Frame. You saw part of
Oh, how
you
was
partially
that?
I enjoyed it personally. I know there's a lot of people that have grievances with it. I think I watched one guy a long time ago, and he played it on the dead Nintendo console, and I think he just didn't like a lot of it on that console. I think it flows fine on PlayStation 4. All that's left were like the story, and it's like it's because the story criticisms is really just towards a certain character that's a throwback character, kind of. I don't know. I liked it. It made me cry at one point, and when I cry, that means something's good enough. So, just a lot of pretty girls. That's it. That's your
Jazz.
that's your Koei Tecmo games with pretty girls. Yeah, so that was good. And the last two games that I played recently were well, one is ongoing. It's Melty Blood. That's my favorite fighting game, and me and the boys in my server sometimes go at it. And yep,
Excuse me, what?
we go at it. We melt blood. We
Oh,
kill
okay.
each other, or I do the killing most of the time. I'm too good. Sorry.
Lee sent me, I think, the PS2 version of that.
Oh, like
I
Actress
hadn't.
again.
I
Oh, well,
don't
there's
know.
that's the thing. There was like every Melty Blood title is not like Melty Blood 1 or 2. It's like Melty Blood React, Cadenza, Actress
So,
again.
so is it basically like Melty Blood, and then there's like different versions? Like it kind of evolves, but it's always like it's the same thing, just more.
So it's not like it's not like the Street Fighter 4 kind of thing. Like
Hmm.
there was the original Melty Blood that was like I call it like the Street Fighter 1 of Melty Blood because that's how jank it is. Then
Ouch, God.
Melty Blood React was like the patch up to that. It was a lot smoother. Cadenza was like a semi sequel. Actress Again was a sequel, and that was the game that lasted the longest. It was like the best in the gameplay. And then Type Lumina was like the whole new game after like what that game was out like in 2006 or 8, and then we just got like a brand new Melty Blood like in 2021. So it's got like all that nice updated sprites and graphics and gameplay and all that stuff that's got it back on the map in tournaments, and that makes me so happy. So, because Melty Blood needs, because you've heard of Fate Stay Night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was by the same company, and they just been milking the shit out of that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Nasuki Hime and Melty Blood Universe was just like, yeah, whatever, it's not making us money. And I'm just like, fuck you, I want them back. I want my vampires back. I'm tired of this Holy Grail bullshit. So I derailed, but anyways, that's that. And then the last game that I played and I finished, at least one playthrough it. I don't know if I really want to go through additional. Was Shantae and the Seven Sirens.
It's a good game.
It's a good game, and it's just so
I have to
fucking
ask
cute.
you, did you get the physical version, you motherfucker?
I have it on Steam.
God damn it!
I tried to find physical copy, and the physical copy I got was I think it was Half Genie Hero. That's what I got physically on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I got that signed by Christina V when I went to my convention.
Oh, nice.
Amongst other things. A lot of things signed by her. It was really nice. Yeah. And we even did like a Shantae pose.
Ooh.
It was really nice. Bless her soul. So that's my gaming. And then I watched anime. I'll just leave it at that. I would like to say my week has gone long, but I like to think that's more of Sean interrupting is my week.
Listen,
I'm
it's not my
listening.
fault, okay?
Okay.
There are
He gets
words
triggered.
and phrases and themes that hit my brain, and I just the world has to know. Okay.
So
The
before
world
I say-
knows.
Good. They have to continue to know more.
Oh, boys.
So before I get into the one thing that we talked about earlier of like Machinima Spood talk, I'm gonna just get the show and tell out of the way.
Fair enough.
So first things first.
Are we going to be able to see this?
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
Don't worry. If I put it close enough to the camera, we can do it.
He'll have to hold it like directly in front of himself.
Oh, the X
Otherwise,
was
it'll
like
disappear.
partially invisible. There you go. See, I have the original Xbox.
Why?
I have I have 2 of those. No, I'm kidding.
So I could play Jet Set Radio Future. Come on. It's only available on Xbox for no good reason. Like,
I
they
suppose you could
re-released...
play Dino Crisis 3 for some unknown
It's
reason.
invisible.
I did that, and I regretted it.
So I got that at this my favorite video game. Still doing it. Video game.
Why? Why do
I
you keep
don't
doing
know!
What's the
and my-
matter, you?
Let me tell you about digital.
let me tell you about this physical game store in my convention.
Mamma mia!
It's a problem, yeah.
They always seem to have like some good shit that I want to buy there because they have every game, like from the NES to the PlayStation 1, the Sega Dreamcast, and etc. etc. I'm pretty sure I even bought like a Sega Dreamcast game on there, like probably Soul Calibur or whatever. But I found it there. I was like, yo, what Xbox? Let me go get that. And so they give me the Xbox in a box, and I still had to consider that I had to take this back home on a train ride. So that was nice. That was the only console they brought to the convention because they didn't have time to bring anything else. So that was one thing. And then on the very last day, my second show and tell, I look at this. I see the price. And I'm like, oh, God. And they're like, what are you looking at? I'm like, no, stop it. Oh, you want this game? Stop it. Stop. And they're like, hey, everyone's been eyeing it. Someone was thinking about coming back to get it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go get it. And yep, because it's red, it's camouflaging.
No.
Look.
Oh,
Ta!
I can't
It's
see what it
Persona 2, Innocent Sin.
Oh, on PSP. Ooh. Oh God, that must have been expensive.
$100-something. But here's the thing. Here's what they got me with after to erase my buyer's remorse. It is in mint condition, but the price they sold it for, people are selling the same price on eBay in used condition, which is garbage.
Oh, it's new?
It's in mint. I opened it. It was sealed. It smelled minty.
Wait a minute. It was sealed and you opened it?
Because I'm going to play it eventually.
Yes, he does the opposite to
Not
Sean.
You know, Sean, I play video games.
Wait. Can you not get that game digitally? I thought you could.
You could. But hold on, why are you saying that,
The
Sean?
one benefit to digital is that you can buy a physical copy, leave it sealed, and play the digital one. Why? Especially with
Support
something
Dick.
rare.
Support
Why would you
digital.
open
Good
it?
shit.
It gave me wood. Why?
Because it gave you wood.
I mean, I
It
guess
gave
so.
you wood.
So, yeah, I got that, and there was a bunch of other things I bought from that, but those were the two gaming-related stuff and my big purchase from that place. It's called Once Upon a Video Game or something like that, and they're great.
I think
They're
I've
great
actually
guys.
heard of them. Oh, yeah. They come to the conventions here, too.
They're good. I can't wait for them to, they in the convention, they open up, a gamer hall area, but we can't do that till COVID stops being that bad of a problem, whenever that is. But
So
yeah,
never.
yeah, I will love to see if
It was
Melty Blood
never a
shows up on
problem.
there, so I could fight bitches there. I love it when I fight new people. So yeah, so now onto the spood part. Finally, somehow. So I did do School Days of Our Lives. My name wise was just Love Letter to the Ward. But the other parody that I recently finished, finally, which I should have finished last year, but I didn't, was Silent Hill 3 Spood, also known as My Russ's Nightmares Deja Vu, featuring only Sean Clark.
Only?
Well,
What?
and for
Yeah.
the clip we're gonna see.
Oh, okay.
And amongst other things, it is the best of the trilogy, unless I somehow make Silent Hill 4 the best in the My Russ's Nightmares.
How dare you? 2
Series?
was the peak.
I swear that's just 30 minutes of you saying the man,
The man.
Exactly.
the man.
He's the man. You see, that's the one.
He's the man.
The man. I fucking that's the one thing. Just to side note, it's for people that forgot. Originally, it was supposed to be just the man, and then Sean took it to a whole new direction with the way he did it, and I love it. All right. But 2 is good. it's just everything's just going to be better than 1. That's all I'm going to say. But I like 3 because I took episode 13 notes and made it better than what it would have been originally.
Yeah. Well, plus it's hard when you're doing everything yourself. Like, in my opinion, like, it's never going to be as good as it can be if you're voicing everybody. Like, even if you do a great job with all the different characters, like, it sets the tone in a way. You know what I mean?
I say the issue wasn't so much that. It was more like a joke that I make in this food later is jabbing the fact that I flexed nerdy knowledge on the series, mistakenly acknowledged Silent Hill origins. I'm so sorry. And then I could have done more with the camera work and some other stuff to make it just as good as we've done later on with PlayStation 1 games. So yeah, there was a lot that I could have improved on. It's still better than someone else's Silent Hill abridged parody.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. There's a difference between fan dub and parody.
Yeah, Alec.
So,
Yeah,
Alex
Damn.
is funny. Don't
Thanks.
shoot at him like that.
I am not funny.
You are funny, Alec.
You are
Anyway,
funny.
so with that being said, Sean asked me to grab a segment from Myris's Nightmares Deja Vu to preview for those who haven't seen it yet. And if you haven't, what are you doing? Go on my YouTube channel, Darker Bridge Reacts. Go watch it. You like Silent
What are
Hill?
you
You like,
doing?
what are you
What are you
doing?
doing?
You like
What do you
funny
do?
stuff? Go to my channel. We give you lots of sex.
What?
All right. How do you do the thing?
All right, without further ado,
Ta-da.
Dante's Machinima for Silent Hill 3. Here it goes.
Oh no.
I've been waiting for you, my dear sister.
Huh?
Have you ever smuggled cans from a bin tree?
Smoogled? Bin tree?
You don't know what it means to smoogle?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Listen, Heather, you need to tap into the
Oh god, here comes the Jazzercise reference. Wait, how do you know my name?
jazzercise. Don't take me for an 80s schmuck. We've moved on from the jazzercise. Now it's all about that zombicise. Whoa!
Isn't that just modern Jazzercise?
Hush, hussy! You not know of the full mesmerizing gyrational boomba of the zomba? Size?
You've been doing a lot of drugs, haven't you?
I am Claudia.
I don't give a shit.
I'm going to point my finger at you now. Look, I'm doing it. What are you gonna do about it, huh?
I'm gonna make you catch these hands. Nah!
Ha!
Holy shit.
The power of the zombicise!
You know, I get the feeling you're a main villain, so I should probably just shoot you.
No, you!
Ow! That really... Ah! Why did that hurt my head so much?
The zombicise will never die! Alright, now I'm off to kill the jazzercise killer. Bye!
Ah, damn it. Should have just kicked Detective Flasher in the balls and ran straight home. This detour route sucks. Maybe I can take the elevator down. Hey, wait, where are the buttons? Okay. Elevator's just gonna do its own thing. Great.
Hello?
Did that radio just scream and feel pain?
No.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio? Well, better take it with me because it's a staple! Also, what's with this music? Sounds like everybody wants to wreck the world, am I right? Yeah, that one is a stretch. Alright, I guess I better walk into the dark abyss. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my god, what is happening? Oh! Oh! My life is just out of control right now. There's monsters, a Zuma-sized hand-catching bitch, elevators that do whatever the hell they want, and now monsters having sex? I need to go back to the bathroom. Maybe I'll find peace and serenity there. Hello? Is that lady still here? Knock knock. Who's there? Red.
Red who?
Ready or not, open. Oh, what the fuck? When I said red, I didn't mean for you to have a red stall. Jesus. Maybe I can find peace in another stall? Wait, what is that? Is there a wallet inside that toilet? Should I bother to try and pull it out? Nope, not gonna do something so gross. If you reach inside a toilet for a wallet, you have issues.
No, you.
What? Ow! Now I'm being assaulted by Bitch Hands the Ghost.
Actually, I'm the
Nope, don't finish that. Your story is over. God, can this get any worse? Oh my god, it's a dick with coy monster protection! Are you a demon to represent how horrifying sex is?
No, I'm just a pissed off dick because you screamed so much that I couldn't sleep in my home! Do you know what it's like to have witches scream in your house while you're trying to sleep?
Nope.
Of course you don't! Take this!
Not on my watch, Dick Shell. It's time to show you my true form!
Wait, what?
Bakanin Hato! I hope Senpai is watching, Uru. Henshin! Mawa... 私は魔法少女ヘタリ思いやせるよ
Why?
ヘタビーム
Damn it all! Why do I have to die like this?
Thank you very much.
Ta-da. Good job. Good job. Well done, sir.
I like the part where things happened.
Oh yeah, my
the
favorite
part
part
where
of
it
most
ended.
machinimas are when things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer when they say stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
When there's words, I love that.
Shots fired at Alex for his machinima. When
Wow.
things
Oh
are
wow.
said. 'Cause- damn.
They said stuff, just not with
Not-
words.
Not vocally. It was all text. It was.
I
still
like the radio part. Did that radio just scream and feel pain? No.
No. I always loved Diz's performance as Claudia. She did the best. She
She did
literally
a good job.
we took
The
so
best.
long to figure out the voice to do it because like I knew what I wanted. Like I wanted like a voice from her, and then she kept telling me about stories about this voice she did at work. I'm like, do that. That's your Claudia voice because she has to succeed doing from a character who talked like this for Claudia, and she did it. And she was like, I've never felt so free in my life. She felt liberated. She mostly did her own thing. I barely give her redos. And apparently that voice hurt her less than when she did Laura. Go figure. It hurts.
Apparently that's her natural voice. She just didn't realize it.
That
You gotta
and
stop playing your voice actors, man.
she's been doing that too, like subconsciously. It becomes her voice. She's just subconsciously Claudia. So yeah, that's that. If you guys want to watch the whole shebangle bongo bingo, we have it on YouTube. Dr. Bridger Reacts, My Restless Nightmares, Deja Vu. It is broken into timestamps, so if you want to pace it out like an episode, YouTube's got the chapter thing. Helps you pace it even though it's one video. And that being said, hey Sean,
Hello.
I would ask you about your week, but I need to interrupt you first. So let me talk about this one time that I went
fair.
bungee jumping with
That's fair.
NFTs.
Oh, how did that end?
It ended me being broke because no one's foolish enough to buy that shit. Not in my area.
Good.
How was your week? What did you do?
It was
you do
NFT
anything?
free.
NFT
So
free.
proud
That's
to
a
say.
lie.
Is it?
Because we just talked about NFTs.
But I guess that's fair. God damn it.
Got him.
It was almost NFT free.
Right, man.
It was close. So close. I played nothing.
There
I
you go.
I was going to play 13 Sentinels or Raw Danger. Raw Danger is that shitty game that I got from mom and pop game shop the other day. 13 Sentinels is just this random game that I didn't even know existed. But it looks
Saw that.
really cool. It's by Vanillaware, who did Dragon's Crown and Odin Sphere. But like usually they do kind of like fantasy kind of games. And so like for them to do like a futuristic kind of game is different and new. And I love that team, and all the games that they make are really cool. So I'm really excited to play it. But work made me tired and I didn't get to it. So maybe this week I'll be able to play it and talk about it next week on the podcast. That is the goal. It gave me wood. It gave me wood.
I thought you
You
actually
did,
just
you
said that.
would.
I did watch some things though. However, I watched Vox Machina. I watched it. I watched the first 3 episodes, and I think I watched 2 of the new episodes that came out
Good.
today or Friday or whatever.
Yesterday.
But yeah, it's good. I like it. I don't understand it. Are they are these the characters from Critical Role and they're recreating scenarios that they've done, or is this all original stuff?
Yeah, it's their first campaign. their characters, and like obviously they had to cut one guy out who left the show. But the whole storyline that they're following so far has been something that they've done in the campaign. Like it was one of their big quests, but they've changed a little bit, but it does follow it. Like with
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool. That's what I thought, and I love that idea.
I love Trinket.
It's such a cool idea. I like that a lot. But yeah, either way, whether it was intended to do that or not, it's a good show. I like it. I like the humor.
Yeah.
I
Laura fucking
also
Bailey.
I also saw the woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
What?
Wow,
I
are you
watched that
keeping
over-
on somebody?
Which I recommend seeing. It's interesting. It's kind of like a murder mystery kind of a thing, but there's a twist in there that is different, and I wasn't really expecting. Which at this point in time, like a lot of things are predictable, so it's refreshing to get something that kind of catches you off guard, and that show kind of did that for me. So I thought that was cool. It's got Kristen Bell in it. I like her. She's great. She's funny. And I saw All of Us Are Dead, which is a Korean zombie TV show, and it's fucking great. I started
I'll
it
watch that.
and I thought I was gonna hate it, and I continued to watch it, and it was awesome. It's it kind of does what The Walking Dead used to do, where like you don't like anybody can die, like it doesn't matter how important the character seems, like everybody is on the chopping block. And I love that idea that anybody can go at any time, like I was just talking about predictability, right? A lot of stories are very predictable and you can see where things are going, but when you kind of establish this idea that even the main character that we're focusing on right now can be killed at any point. I love that. It's great. You never know what's going to happen, and that's really cool and unusual. And I thought, and just in general, I don't know if it's based on like some kind of a manga or something like that, but it kind of gives me that vibe. I don't know if it's because it kind of reminds me of High School of the Dead, only way better, because like as much as I want to like High School of the Dead,
Sex.
that's all it is. Like they're just like, here's a bunch of boobs, panty shots over and over and over again. But it's like, I get it. What's the story? What's going on here?
That is the story. There's a lot of plot.
But it's kind of like they took that concept, high school kids at school, zombie outbreak. What happens kind of a thing, which is what High School of the Dead touches on, but it's more about fan service and boobs and panties
But
and
it
whatnot.
touches something else.
No, zing. But yeah, it's really good. I recommend it. It's on Netflix. All of Us Are Dead. It's good. I have plans that will hopefully allow me to make a shit ton of progress on my machinima stuff. I will talk about more of that later when it's closer. It's probably 2 or 3 months away before I can get there. But something hopefully will be changing where I can get a bunch of time to like really make a shit ton of progress in general, but primarily on machinimas, where I could like maybe just sit down and complete like 2 complete series, which would be great. And I'm really excited to do that. I have so many projects like in the process of being made that I'm really excited to do. And I want to sit down and just get those done and get them out. And I might have the opportunity to do that soon. So it's really cool. That's it for my week. Show and tell. I'm dipped into my Residential Evil collection for this one. I have the Resident Evil 2 controller. I didn't know, like when I bought this is the Japanese version, but I didn't know that they made a PAL version. I would have probably bought that one instead if I had known. At some point, I don't know, I want them both. I want to get the PAL version too, but like, I mean, I don't think it matters because I can use this one on a US system, so it's not too big of a deal. But it's nice to be able to read the box and whatnot, because I can't read Japanese. But it's in great condition. When I bought it on eBay, like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know. At least 15 years ago. It was a long ass time ago. But it's got like everything in it. It's even got like the cardboard thingy.
That's the important part.
It's got the tea, the Resident Evil 2 tea that you can make that I never did. It's still sealed and expired. It's got what I assume is the registration card and stuff. For collectors,
right.
that's kind of a big deal. I don't know if you give a shit or not, but it matters. It makes a difference. It comes with I don't know if you can see it, but these are like memory card stickers that would go on the PS1 memory cards.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's
One of
pretty
them's Leon, one's Claire.
Of course.
And obviously.
One of them's Sherry.
One of them Sherry. That's
You're
not
talking
true.
about Sherry. No.
One of them's Ethan.
And yeah, this is the controller. It's in really good shape. I used to think that this did something, but I guess it doesn't. I thought it turned.
Twist it.
That's what I thought. I thought you twisted this to aim, and then it's got a wow. It's got a trigger right there. So like you can actually like it feels like you're shooting a gun. You pull the trigger to shoot, which is kind of cool. And it even tells you what things do. Look,
Does it
dash.
I've been
That
trying
one
to.
does dash, and that one does ready, and it tells you how to play the game on the controller. And my voice just cracked. Jesus Christ!
You turn into
Oh
Brandon.
no! This is how you play video games.
You push this to dash and shoot.
But yeah, it's cool. I really like that controller. I wish they did shit like that these days. You know, you had like the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller and that controller. I don't know. I like shit like that, but they don't really do that kind of stuff anymore. But there you go. I only have one show and tell, but I guess I kind of had these, so it makes up for my lack of two. Ta-da! That's it. We've done it. We're an hour
All of
and
the
20.
first hour.
Yeah, we're over an hour in, and we haven't even fucking gotten into the news.
Sean's
Jesus
fault.
Christ.
Blame Sean at
Me?
Show me the news.
I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that blame on my own. That's partly you. You too.
Hey,
you fuck.
You kept interrupting me.
I did it like once. Fuck you. Hey, guess what time it is?
Is it time for a box? You know. Oh, it is.
People are dying.
There we
Box
go.
is falling on my head. Victims are dead. Oh my god, he's coming out of my
It's time for some news. That's what time it is.
I'm gonna carry on.
Eric Riviera says, where do I send the dual fan art? Well, if you go to the-word.com, there's a contact us page, and you can send me whatever you want. Just don't send nudes. Please don't send nudes.
That's my
But
job.
yeah, Alec
Send
is the only one that
noodles.
does it, and I do not like it, but
You
he
can
does
send
it
them to
anyway.
me. You know, that's fine.
No. Well, yeah, there you go. Give them your email address, and they can send you nudes direct.
Ooh.
How's that? I don't like that you like that. Yeah. Guess what? Amazon Prime is raising its price again.
Yay.
That's always exciting, right? You like to
Yeah.
pay more money for things that you already have and use, right? That's a good time. Yeah. There are a million different services that we pay for these days, right? At least if you're like me, and I hate paying for services, but I pay for like a million of them. But they're all sucking our wallet dry on a monthly basis, whether we use them or not. And that sucking is getting just a little bit harder. That's for you, Alec. You're welcome. That is not what I wanted. It's time for some news, everybody.
Hey,
Renew.
Renew news. Renews.
Even the news is getting
There you
harder to do.
I'll
There
suck
we
your
go.
dick.
More technical difficulties get fucked. Starting February 18th, Amazon Prime is going from $119 a year to $139 a year, or from $12.99 a month to $14.99 a month. So that's a $20 to $24 increase per year. And Amazon isn't alone in this. Netflix just had an increase in January. The base subscription went up $1 per month. 4K plans went up $2 a month, and HD services increased $1 as well. It adds up, everybody. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you, like I said, when you have like 80 fucking subscription services and they all go up $1, $2, $5, whatever, fucking sucks. And like as everything becomes more and more subscription based, it's like, god damn. You're paying a lot of money for shit that you don't even really, like, you get a temporary experience for. You don't even get to like have it. You don't get anything. It sucks. It's poo-poo. It's caca. Why are you slurping at the poo-poo? You like to eat poo-poo?
Well, I know. I mean, people are into that.
Are you one of them? Are you one of them? I don't want to know. Don't answer that. We'll move on. Hey, Jazz. Have you heard about this series?
No.
Wow. The series of Medan.
Of Medin?
Medan.
Medin? No, I've never heard of it.
Okay, wow, you
is
ruined
it
my
on
whole
Netflix?
joke.
Is
My
it a football
cleverness.
series?
I tried so hard and got so far.
What?
And in
But
the
in the
end,
It's a series of
Just went
Medan.
soft.
Super Massive Games Dark Pictures Anthology plans 6+ more titles in the series. That's a
Yay.
whole lot.
6 more
Possibly-
times for Sean to
That's a
throw me
whole
off.
lot of jump scares.
Possibly too many.
Yeah.
Possibly. Initially, the studio had stated that the Dark Pictures anthology would span 8 titles, releasing 2 per year. So far, they have released Man of Medan, Man of Medan 2, and Man of Medan 3.
Man of Medan.
Or if you want to get technical, Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes.
Little Ho and House of Asses.
And the next planned title being The Devil Inside Me.
It should have been
Inside my ass.
House of Ashley's.
House of Medan.
In addition to all that, Supermassive Games has trademarked another 6 titles, which, if released, would put the Dark Pictures anthology library at 10 titles. That's a whole lot of Man of Medans. The trademark titles are called Man of Medan 5, Man of Medan 6. No, seriously, they're called Switchback, Directive 8020, The Craven Man, Intercession, Winterfold, and O Death.
I
Just
hope
the letter
Zelda
O,
comes
like
in
not
sweat
not
and
OH,
Switchback one.
just O. O
Wait,
Death.
what was that? Man of a Craft Man?
The Craven Man?
The Craven
Man of Craven Man of Medan?
Man of Medan, Craven Man.
The Craven Man of Medan.
Craven Man of Medan.
But however, there's no guarantee that all these titles will be produced. Many trademarks get filed and don't go anywhere, so we'll have to wait and see if this even means anything. I'm sure at least some of those titles will probably make it to market, but considering they said they were going to do 8 titles, and the popularity of the brand is probably dwindling with each release that they do because it's not really evolving at all. Jazz and I have been playing like all of them, and they're good, but it's already kind of feeling stagnant a little bit. So I can't imagine going through another 6 of those. I think it's starting to kind of wear out its welcome, which is unfortunate because initially I was pretty excited about it. Like I like the idea of doing the anthology thing, keeping it all in the same engine, playing the same, and just, telling new stories. But with something like that, where it's basically a walking simulator, I think it's a bit much. There needs to be more. There needs to be more stimulation. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Yes.
To be fair, though, we did laugh a lot playing those games.
Yeah, but that's because we're fucking stupid and we can make any game a good time. It's not really speaking to the quality of what's there, the source material.
True.
But again, it's fine. Like, it's not bad or anything like that. It's just, I feel like out of all the concepts of like having an anthology series run, 6 to 8 titles long, you don't want to do that with a walking simulator. You should have something that has like a core gameplay mechanic that's entertaining enough to run through that course and keep you interested in what's going on there. And
Death
that's
Stranding.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever you say.
I was part of the joke.
But it's fine. We'll see where it goes. Maybe it'd be nice to see them maybe evolve it. Maybe they can figure out a way to make it a little bit more entertaining while still telling kind of the same stories, but we'll see. I have a feeling it's going to get canceled, but time will tell.
Man of Medan.
Man of Medan.
The failed ones just turn into NFTs, so it's fun.
Oh God, get fucked.
I'm trying
to. American McGee's Alice is back, but not in the way that you might be hoping. It's coming back in the form of a TV show. So that's a thing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an obscure thing, but
I like TV shows.
It's a like a third-person action adventure kind of platforming game. It was kind of a niche title. Like it wasn't like it got received really well. Like people that did play it really enjoyed it, myself included. But for the most part, like it didn't sell. Like not a whole lot of people bought it, so a lot of people don't know what it was. Therefore, it didn't hit the numbers to make a third game, which was disappointing to me because I really enjoyed it. The show will be created, written, and run by none other than Solid Snake voice actor David Hayter.
Will you stay in that box?
He cannot be contained. If you are unaware of what American McGee's Alice is, I kind of told you what it is a little bit, but David Hayter explained it as the such, quote, "The American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns game series is a groundbreaking reimagining of the classic tale. It takes you into the heart of a corrupted wonderland and throws light into shadowy corners of the world that no one has ever seen." It's interesting, I like the grim take on, well, I guess, fairy tales are originally grim and they get repurposed as kids things, and then now we're repurposing them back to the source material, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's a cool thing. Like, usually when you think of Alice in Wonderland, you think of like the Disney kind of a thing. It's kind of lighthearted and fun and
With the
blah, blah, blah.
Latinas and stuff.
And the Latinas and the no dwarves. That's what you think of.
Emilia Djokovic.
But they make it like there's like a devil trigger mode basically in there where like you turn into like evil Alice, and it sounds stupid, but like I don't know, it's fun. The way that they did it is pretty cool. But what's cool is basically it's like this girl, she's in a mental institution, and like her wonderland is like her mental break. Like she goes into Wonderland to escape her fucked up reality of being in the shitty world and being literally strapped to a bed, and she can't go anywhere, so like she escapes in her head into Wonderland.
Psychological horror.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's a really cool idea, and I am curious to see how they translate that into a TV show. But I want a third game. I want it. Give it to me, god damn it.
I want it.
I want it. Give it to me. Maybe one day. Maybe if the show does well enough, maybe it'll kind of push it in the right direction. Who knows? We will have to see.
Wow. Is that Leon?
Sure.
Is that Why not? Sure. That's what Leon looks like. Hideo Kojima is starting a podcast. Is it Hideo or Hideo?
Who?
Hideo.
Spelled like Hideo, but everybody calls him Hideo, and I'm like, why?
Hideo.
What is happening?
It's people don't know how to pronounce Japanese things for their life. Like every time I hear Makoto, Makoto, they just examples of just butchering the language.
What fucks me up though is I've heard him personally say his name as Hideo, and that's where it threw me through a loop. I'm like, okay, well, if he's saying that, then is that what it is? Because Hideo, like that's a normal name. Hideo.
His name is Mary.
Well, because the thing is, it's every syllable of the Japanese language is always said, no matter what letters they combine it with. Te, de, o, a, I, u, e, o. It's just, it doesn't change even if you combine it with other characters.
Just sound like a Japanese monkey to me.
Yes, that is that. A, I, u, e, o. Yes, that's how.
Yeah, maybe he's just saying it that way because everybody calls him Hideo, so he's just like, "Fuck it, I'm Hideo." But anyway, it's always confused me. I've always called him Hideo. But yeah, he's doing a podcast. Podcast news on a podcast. Go figure. There you go. The podcast will be available on Amazon's Audible and exclusive to Japan. Unfortunately,
we should get him on the Wardcast. It'll be
I'm sure he'll come right over. He has nothing better to do.
Did you write it?
But it makes sense, that this is only going to be on the Audible in Japan because the podcast is going to be entirely in Japanese, and that doesn't help people like me that doesn't speak Japanese.
Learn.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah,
thank you for that. Get good. The
Get good.
podcast will focus around having guests as Kojima discusses all aspects of life, including his thought process during developing historic video games such as Metal Gear Solid. If you follow him on Twitter, you also kind of get a taste of what to expect. Kojima is always tweeting about celebrities that he's hanging out with, movies he's watching, the coffee he's drinking, and so on. So it'll probably just be a similar thing where he's casually just kind of talking about what's going on in his life and what he's working on. But I mean, I would be interested in watching something like that because he's a fascinating individual. But if you don't speak Japanese, you're kind of fucked. So if you speak Japanese, there's a new podcast for you. Go watch it. Rockstar confirms a new Grand Theft Auto and continues to triple down on the lie of Grand Theft Auto 5 being exclusive to the 7th generation of consoles. So that's fun. With GTA 5 being released over 8.5 years ago, fans have been asking where the next GTA is for quite a while, and Rockstar has finally responded. Revealed via a press release, Rockstar made the following statement, quote, "With the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, and we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway." Yay.
But what if it's
Yay.
actually just an expansion DLC or
I-
an update to GTA 5?
I would not be surprised. This just feels like a hollow announcement considering how Rockstar has been milking Grand Theft Auto 5 for almost a decade, making all this money, like tons and tons of money, leaning on this 8-year-old game, especially on the heels of GTA 5 being re-released on another generation of consoles yet again, despite Rockstar explicitly stating that Grand Theft Auto would only be available on the 7th generation of consoles at a point in time where we were transitioning from the 7th gen to the 8th gen. You know, because like in that transitional period, you're always like, okay, well, if you're going to buy the new system, you're like, okay, well, do I wait? Is this going to come out on the next system and look better and have more features, or should I buy it now, right? So there's always that kind of uncertainty when they release like a big AAA title. And Rockstar was basically like, don't wait, buy it now. It's not going to come out on the next gen or any other generation. It's only going to be on 360 and PS3. Go buy it. It'll be fine. Not only was that untrue, but now they're re-releasing it on the 9th generation of consoles too, on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. So why? I mean, I know why. I get it. Like, they made a new thing. They want you to buy it. They don't want you to wait. They want you to buy it now. But, like, eventually down the road, when they realize that you're bullshitting and you told us, like, to our faces, hey, this is not coming out on another generation of consoles. You should buy it now. Don't worry about it. And they're giving you comfort, supposedly. Like, that makes you look like a bunch of fucking assholes. Like, why say that? Why not just be upfront, be like, hey, you know, it's going to be a little while until we get the next gen version out, you know, maybe try it now, play it, enjoy it, and then you can upgrade or whatever. Maybe even implement like they've been doing this current generation where like you can upgrade, you know, put something in place where for a fee you can upgrade to the next generation version and be upfront about that and be honest about what your fucking intentions are. Because, like, to tell people, oh, buy it now, and it'll be fine, and we're not going to re-release it, and then fucking re-releasing it, just makes you look like a piece of shit, and then you're never going to be trusted again, or at least from me, because it seems like a pretty consistent tactic that the companies are using now. It's like, oh, well, it's like the buyout for Microsoft. They're like, oh, hey, we're not going to do a bunch of exclusive content with Blizzard and Activision. We're going to let everybody enjoy these properties across across all the different platforms. You know, everything's going to be fine. Well, yeah, they say that now because everybody's fucking freaking out about it, right? And they want to calm you down now. But that doesn't mean shit. Just because they say like, hey, we're not going to turn all these multi-platform games into exclusives doesn't make it true. Like, you see it time and time again. Like, the company's going to tell you what you want to hear to make you comfortable enough to spend your money. And then they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So, and that's, I'm not going to go back into digital, but it's a similar situation for that. But anyways, the new version of Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be re-released again on March 15th if you want to buy that game for the third time. So get excited for more Grand Theft Auto 5. But they didn't
gotta like it because the hood gonna love it.
They didn't show anything in terms of like what the new Grand Theft Auto is going to look like. They didn't even call it Grand Theft Auto. They didn't call it Grand Theft Auto 6. So who knows what the fuck this thing is? It could be garbage. It could be an expansion for 5. They just said the next Grand Theft Auto thing is being developed. So
Grand Theft Auto Village.
Who knows what that means?
Grand Theft Auto 5 Part 2.
There you go.
Did you get a trophy?
I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. And speaking of
Wow.
buyouts, Sony buys Bungie. More fun stuff. So it continues. We take another step towards two companies owning the entire space of gaming. So that's fun.
Well, if Xbox bought out one company, we're gonna buy a company too.
Yep. And then before you know it, two companies have all the other companies and everybody suffers. So Sony has purchased Bungie for $3.6 billion. With all the controversy around the Microsoft Activision Blizzard buyout, Sony was quick to clarify and definitively state the future of their games will not become PlayStation exclusives. The clarity and upfrontness is nice, but ultimately, like I was saying before, it doesn't mean jack shit.
Does that mean Halo's going to be on PlayStation now?
No, Bungie doesn't own Halo anymore. Microsoft does. 343 Studios or whatever.
Microsoft.
Well, they might actually do a new IP that's based on Halo and just make it good.
Destiny?
Well, they wouldn't be able to call it Halo. 'Cause
It's
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Magic
Hola.
Skyrim.
Hola.
No, it's called Hello. It's called Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I didn't
hello.
see you there.
Oh, hello, Master Chief.
But yeah, like I was saying, companies lie and change their roadmaps all the time. Obviously, with Grand Theft Auto 5, it happened with Resident Evil 4. It's business. Starfield switched to an Xbox exclusive after Microsoft bought Bethesda, and they said, "Oh, don't worry. This isn't going to affect our plans. We're not going to make anything exclusive. Oh, by the way, one of our biggest releases in the last fucking decade is going to be exclusive to Xbox." Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. It's like they're just going to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear to shut you up for now, and then they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to. Things will turn into exclusives, guaranteed. It's going to happen. And the more you have Sony and Microsoft like facing off against each other, it's like, oh, Microsoft bought something, we're Sony, we better buy something too. They're going to continue to vie to stay relevant, and it's just going to turn into like, oh, it's just Microsoft or Sony, you pick one.
Monopoly Wars.
Yeah, and it's a monopoly, and it just, everything gets worse for it. Everybody suffers, and that's unfortunate. Always good news in the video game industry. Always. It's always positive. Speaking of Resident Evil 4. Again, Resident Evil 4 creator Shinji Mikami comments about the rumored RE4 remake. In an interview with VG242, Shinji Mikami said in regards to the rumored remake, quote, "Fans will most likely want a remake, and so that's a good thing. It would be great if Capcom could do a great job and make the story better and put out a good product." So he supports the idea of a remake.
Just don't cast Nick Apostoles as older
No,
Leon.
please, God.
Jesus fucking
For the love of
Christ.
God, don't.
Like, Ray Chase sounded more like Leon than Nick. At least for older Leon.
Yeah, like they keep, like, people, like content creators or whatever, they keep coming up with these mock-ups with, RE2 remake Leon in RE4 Leon's outfit or whatever, or like they put him in those environments, and I'm just like, no, it doesn't. It looks weird. It doesn't work. None of it. The way he looks, the way that he sounds, like if they just copy paste that Leon into 4, that's going to be awful. That's going to be terrible. I like Nick Apostolides. I do. Like, I think he did a good job for what was there in the RE2 remake.
Yeah.
But that shit is not going to work in 4.
He did not hold up well. Like, the moment he tried to emote in that Netflix adapt, he just turned back to remake 2 Leon. I was like, oh,
yeah, he
you're
can't
sounding
do
a little
it.
young there again.
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic point. Like, he tried to do essentially what he would be doing in Resident Evil 4, and he couldn't pull it off. So learn your lesson. Don't fucking do that. They should know better. Like, they tried it, it didn't work, move on. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but then they made Carlos in Chris.
So stupid.
See, I was going to bring this back up again with Carlos and Chris thing. In Village, they replaced Carlos to a white person.
Are found.
Oh.
More racism.
Yeah.
Look out. So yeah, I actually learned something new from this. This is kind of interesting. It turns out that Mikami only had 3 weeks to write the story for Resident Evil 4, and he would like to see more depth in the writing this time around. He fucking wrote that game's story in 3 weeks. That's fucked up.
Not complicated. It's
and
just
it's
like
still hor-
The-
Ashley
that's
goes, Ashley
true
catch,
deadline.
Ashley go, Ashley catch.
But that's the thing though, like these people are being paid to write a deep narrative, right? Like you shouldn't be able to get away with shit like that. But anyways, yeah, I thought this was really interesting, given the development history with Resident Evil 4 having to scrap several iterations of the game and start all over. I never would have thought that the final version would have been rushed together, like in 3 weeks, the way that they did. You know, they had all this time to make this game, and they built up to a certain point, and they stopped, and they reset, and they did that like 3 or 4 different times. And then in the end, they took 3 weeks to write the final story. Like that seems kind of weird. Mikami said that writing the story in such a short window was not done out of necessity rather than preference. So Capcom were the ones that forced him to have to do that. Obviously, because
As
I mean,
always.
it makes sense, right? As a company, they're probably like, Jesus Christ, we've spent so much time and money redoing this game over and over and over again. Fucking get this shit done immediately. We got to get this shit out now. Like, go.
Spawn 2 different games out of it rather than what they were trying to make.
Right. And luckily it worked out, but given that mentality, that could have easily gone the other way. That could have been a really shitty game that they resulted in. I'm glad it didn't end up that way. But yeah, this it kind of explains a couple of things in terms of like Resident Evil 4, how like Resident Evil 4 doesn't really feel tethered to the previous titles. You know, given that it was written so quickly, that kind of makes sense. You know, they were just like, oh, let's do this self-contained story as quickly as possible. They don't have the time to, you know, figure out like, oh, well, how did we get here? You know, building up this narrative into what Resident Evil 4 was going to become. They just had to do Resident Evil 4 and get it done and move on. It also explains kind of why they didn't really flesh out Ada or Wesker. You know, they were just kind of there. They didn't really elaborate as to how we got there and kind of dive into that story.
Well, how did they get there?
Who cares?
They teleported.
Yeah, I'm betting on how many of those theories we made in that satire commercial would actually happen. Expanding on Lewis so you can actually give a shit about him and get stabbed.
Yeah, like things like that begin to make sense, right? Like they didn't flesh out anything. They didn't flesh out Lewis or really Sadler, why Ada was there. Like it felt like it was missing a lot of story elements.
Make Ashley
Now
go
we know
all-
why, right? Now it makes sense because they didn't have the time to do that. And one thing that really bothered me and that I didn't really understand with Resident Evil 4 is the fact that like in the beginning of Resident Evil 4, they're like, Umbrella's gone. Anyway, like, you know, there's like, oh, Umbrella fucking shut down
Stock
because of the
markets,
government.
bro.
And yeah, like that's it. That's what we get after all this shit. Stock markets fucking
It
ended
took a
Umbrella.
spin-off
This is where we're
first-person
going.
Rail shooter to explain Umbrella's downfall.
Yeah, like I never understood that. I thought that was the dumbest shit in the world. But now it makes sense. There's your reason. They didn't have time to do jack shit. Doesn't really make it better, but at least I can kind of understand the situation at this point. So,
And they did kind of do some form of warm-up for Resident Evil 4 with Remake 3's files or something like that. Those Plaga things. Yeah, the thing, because they said that's supposed to tie into Resident Evil 4. I'm like, okay.
I really, God, I hope that if they do the remake for 4, if they do the remake for 4, I really hope they don't try to shove in all this new bullshit. Like, oh, we're going to tie it to the molded and, oh, the Parasite in Resident Evil 3 remake and blah, 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 blah. And
they kind of
like,
already did that with Village.
I know, but I'm hoping that doesn't continue to happen because it just, the more they try to do that kind of stupid shit, the less I'm going to be into it. You know, like you're taking new Resident Evil, which I fucking hate, and you're forcing it into the old Resident Evil, which I love, and it's just going to make me mad. Like,
Everything was plotted from the start
Just-
by Umbrella and
by
titty goth
Capcom.
lady
It's all
goddess.
started from the
Bitch.
beginning by Capcom. But yeah, this also feeds into some of the recent rumors too. It said that RE4 Remake will feel like an almost entirely new game, supposedly. That the game will remain third person, but will be much more action focused. Yay. This iteration will have much more character development for Ashley, Lewis, and Sadler, who will all get more dedicated story. Ashley is also said to be receiving a completely new design and will be a helpful partner this time around. She'll be able to distract enemies and help unlock doors, among other things.
Her
Keeps her
new
to
design,
Pokeball.
and guess what? It's gonna be progressive as fuck. No more skirt. She's gonna wear full-on tights, baby.
Oh, guaranteed.
Because it's 2020, whatever what year they released.
Well,
We can't have
shit.
sex.
That shit's already confirmed because with the Oculus version, the VR version of Resident Evil 4, they censored it.
How?
They-
How did they put pixels?
I don't remember. I'd have to
Is she
look up
wearing
the article.
censored panties?
But they took out like the ballistics joke, you know. Lewis
was the
says,
best
you know,
part. I mean,
equip the
come
president's
on.
daughter with ballistics. They took that out. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I keep meaning to talk about it, but there's a bunch of really stupid pieces of content that they removed along those lines where it's like, oh, don't objectify Ashley or brr, brr, brr. Fucking dumb shit. So I'm sure that's going to happen with the remake as well. It's just the way things are. It's also floating around that many aspects will be cut from the game as well. If the rumors are true, there will be no assignment Ada, and several boss fights will be gone entirely. Other boss fights will be completely redesigned, including a new final boss. Why?
Okay.
Why?
Well, I could see the assignment Ada thing getting yeeted because that was like originally just an extra mode. It was supposed to be the Ada campaign, and then they made actual Ada campaign.
Yeah.
So I can understand if they yeeted that out because it's now just like, well, why though? If they still have extra modes after the game, like mercenaries and such, that's all we can ask for. And you know, like good extra modes, resistance.
Oh God. But that's the thing though. It makes me wonder if they're removing assignment Ada. I doubt they're going to have mercenaries. Like, why would they? Because assignment Ada was just there. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like a story tie-in. You know, it wasn't supposed to elaborate or to. It wasn't there to do what Separate Ways did. You know, it was just, hey, here's a fun little thing where you get to play as Ada. Yay, have a good time. Just like mercenaries. You know, that doesn't tie into the story. You're just there. It's just an extra mode to fuck around and have a good time.
Well,
You know?
consider that they already did that with Village. They had their own mercenary mode, so I don't think they're gonna get.
Yeah, a shit one. And that's the thing. Like, is that what we're gonna get again? Another fucking Village Mercenaries mode? Ooh, that was
Give
so
me
much
Resident
fun.
Evil, give me Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries mode. That was the best. That was.
Resident Evil
6
3 Mercenaries was the best, in my opinion.
Okay, we're talking about classic, but I'm talking about like in the new style they've been doing it. You know, in terms of third person, like 6 was the best in terms of gameplay. Like, at some stages,
Yeah.
it kind of made me want to die. But I'd say if they kept that smooth gameplay, it would be pretty good.
I agree, but then it goes into the gray area or whatever, where it's like Resident Evil 6 wasn't really gameplay wise, like it doesn't really feel like it's a fucking action game. You know, it doesn't feel like Resident Evil. Like, yeah, it's great. It feels great to be able to run, slide, and jump on your back and do all this crazy action shit, and that feeds well into a mercenaries kind of style game, right? Because you're just there to kill waves of enemies. So the more seamless that is, and the more abilities that you have to do that, the more fun it's going to be. But then it's the conversation of, well, when does it stop being Resident Evil and it starts being this other thing, right? Like an action game or Village. You know,
Well, see,
it
that's
just
the thing. It is gonna head into a more action direction that you were just saying earlier.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, so what does that mean? Is it going to be more like Village Mercenaries? Are we not going to get, you know, traditional mercenaries this time around? Because with
No.
3, like with Resident Evil 3 Remake, there was no reason to not put that mercenaries mode in there. You know, like it didn't make sense to not have that, but they removed it in favor of doing something different. So why would they double back and include that this time around, right? They're either going to remove it entirely, or they're going to try some new stupid bullshit, or they're going to do what they think they're doing well again, which would be the village mercenaries, which is garbage. So it's like no matter what they do, they're going to fuck it up. There's like no hope of that being good.
We're gonna get Resident Evil 4 Tetris.
Good.
was-
Give me Resident Evil go-karts.
Wait, that was
Give me some stupid fun bullshit on the side. Remember when Resident
There we
Evil was
go.
fun? I do. It was a long time ago, but I remember.
That was
Just going to point out, Lee makes a good point. He goes,
Yeah.
Sure, mentioning Rockstar milking GTA 5, all the while Capcom is like, hold my beer, and milking RE4 for a lot longer.
That's
and they're gonna put and they did milk RE4 longer by putting VR. It's
Mhm.
like so you could feel like you're in Resident Evil 4 and keep milking money.
That's a different conversation because
I mean, that could be GTA 5, it's like GTA VR.
yeah, well, it's different in a couple of ways, and like I don't want to get into it right now because it's a long conversation. But Grand Theft Auto 5 was more of the same. You know, like ever since Grand Theft Auto 3, they had a very specific formula that they continued to just kind of evolve, right? And between Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, yeah, there was evolution there, but they were still very similar. There wasn't a genre defining moment there. But with Resident Evil 4, regardless of how Resident Evil it is or isn't, that game changed the industry. Like that game going forward from Resident Evil 4 on, like we're still seeing that affect the industry today and how we make third person action adventure games. Like that game had such an impact in the industry that it can't be ignored. It changed how we do action games, and it did it so well that Resident Evil or not, it played amazing, and nothing did it that way before. So for us to be like, hey, you know, this game is amazing and people should continue to play it. It was monumental. Re-release it, continue to get it to people. It makes sense because that game mattered like very few other games did. Where Grand Theft Auto was just more of the same. Like, why is that an 8.5 year long running game? It's just more Grand Theft Auto. It didn't do anything. It's not special. It doesn't excel at anything. It didn't impact anything. It was just more Grand Theft Auto. But the fact that
I shoot police people, fuck the police, haha.
but the fact that we're still seeing iterations of Resident Evil 4 says something, right? Like even that game, it aged a bit, right? Because it's still like stop and shoot and stuff like that, but it's still around because it was such a pivotal thing that
Correct.
it just like we're never going to forget what Resident Evil 4 did for the industry. Like even outside of Resident Evil. Grand Theft Auto can just get fucked. Like,
You ain't gotta
There's
like
your
it
own-
because the hood gonna love it.
but anyways, let's get through the rest of the story. But yeah, well, I mean, that was kind of the story, but I want to talk about a couple of things. Like it just, if they do the remake, I still feel like if they don't do it the way they should, it's such a missed opportunity to like revitalize one of the scrapped versions of Resident Evil 4 where like could you imagine them bringing back the like the hallucination version or like the castle or any of the scrapped versions of Resident Evil 4 that they had previously and just like rebuilding that from the ground up and completing it like just hey, this is a new version of Resident Evil 4 that, you know, we were going to do, and everybody in the Resident Evil community knows about these games, right? Everybody that's a Resident Evil fan that's not a new fan would appreciate something like this. They understand the development of Resident Evil 4 and that it had these different iterations, and everybody is curious about those things and like what would it have been like had it been released like that? And if you want to go back and revisit Resident Evil 4, like what a cool way that would be to do that. You know, it's like a lot of companies want to reimagine things, you know, like with Resident Evil 3 remake. It's a remake, but they changed it a whole bunch because they didn't want it to be the same experience. But here with Resident Evil 4, you have this built-in avenue of like this is Resident Evil 4, but it's something completely different. Like it's a what if, you know? What a cool idea that would be. What a unique way to approach a reimagining or a remake of a title. No one's ever done anything like that. And it doesn't have to be canon, right? They're going to change it anyways. You know, they always do that. They're going to retell the story. They're going to change things. They're going to add to it. They're going to remove aspects of it. It's going to be a different game. So who cares? Make this different version of Resident Evil, and the fan base is going to fucking die. You know, like, could you imagine the reaction if they announced that they were going to go back and bring back Resident Evil 3.5 in RE engine graphics? People would go fucking crazy.
Oh my god, but if they do the hallucinatory part, then people are just gonna think they're copying Village when they did that hallucinatory house thing.
Well, those people can get fucked.
Also, the irony about, like, you said earlier about Resident Evil 3 being changed so it wasn't the same experience, and then it just ends up being the same experience and the game when you replay it. I thought that was ironic. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and
There's no actual diversity in the game compared to its original, where there was diversity in some
Mhm.
fashion.
It's just
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was just less, right?
And that's not much.
No, it's yeah, like Resident Evil 3 was already kind of light in content, and then you're gonna trim down even more. What?
Change it.
Jazz took 90 hours to complete, you know, the original Resident Evil 3.
It's a long game.
And she beat it in 2 hours. 3, 5, 8.
But I feel like that would be more appealing than anything that they could do otherwise. Like if you want to capitalize on selling more Resident Evil 4, there's no better way to like reestablish yourself with the community, like the older generation of Resident Evil fans, than to go back to the roots, but also make something brand new.
Make it survival
And
horror.
yeah, make it horror. And it's still like you have another opportunity to do Resident Evil 4 again, but rather than impacting the video game community as a whole, because you know that can't be undone. Resident Evil 4 did what it did for action games, but you could kind of have that same idea, like more contained within the Resident Evil library of games, right? You're going back to horror. Kinda, but a Resident Evil game. Like you're going back to survival horror, still kind of action, but different enough. You know, it's more of a hybrid of action and horror, and you could fine tune that, especially with all the feedback that they've gotten between then and now, and with things going action and then dialing it back and then going back to horror and then going back into fucking action again. Like they should have all this experience and all this feedback from the community where they could really go back and make like the perfect Resident Evil game. The best,
Mendez
kind of like they
becomes
were
the new Mr. X.
kind of like they were trying to do with Resident Evil 6, where they were trying to appeal to everybody. It kind of gives them a more informed way of doing that successfully, right? Because they know what worked and they know what failed, and they with the way that the internet and social media is now, they've gotten so much feedback from the Resident Evil community that there's no way they could not nail this if they wanted to. It's just the potential there is so big. There's no way that they're not gonna do any of the shit that I want. But God, I hope and pray this is completely unrealistic and it's never gonna happen. But I really hope that if they do whatever bullshit that they're gonna do with this remake, that they put in an officially released like slice of one of the older versions of Resident Evil 4. That'd be such a great extra.
Sure.
You know, like officially acknowledged.
Devil May Cry edition.
Well, no, like no, probably
that
not
is
that.
a Resident Evil 4.
Probably not that. Probably not that version, but you know, like the I can't talk today. Hallucination version. You know, put that
Luigi's
in there
Mansion
where you've got the ghost bullshit and the dolls and Leon being possessed and whatever. Like it'd be cool to just get enough of that to kind of have an understanding of what they were going for and kind of where the direction almost went, especially now because like we went that way anyway. You know, now it's werewolves and fucking ghost ladies and vampires and all this crazy bullshit anyway. So like, let's go back and see like, is that where they almost went with 4? Like that'd be kind of cool
sexy vampire ladies.
It'd be cool to see kind of what they were thinking
Salazar
during that
gets changed to
process.
Salazaria.
Either way.
Sexy Napoleon female.
You're not allowed to be under 5 foot. So no midgets.
Wow. You're not allowed to use that term.
For fuck's sake. I
We're
mean,
canceled now.
What?
He said the M word.
Moving
but
on.
Sure.
Nice.
Stepping on the gas?
Stepping on the gas. Sony
Step
plans
on
to
the
release more than 10 live service games by 2026.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. Disgusting. CFO Hiroki Totuki had the following to say on the matter, quote, through close collaboration with Bungie and the PlayStation Studios, we aim to launch more than 10 live service games by the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2026. Live service games are games that are updated with new content over time, often making the majority of their money through in-game purchases rather than initial sales. From calendar year 2014 to calendar year 2021, the size of the global content market doubled, driven by add-on content revenue from live game services, which grew at an average annual rate of 15% during this period. We expect this trend to continue going forward. So we kind of talked about this in previous articles where that's just kind of where the market is going, obviously with digital and games as a service and all that bullshit, because that's where we spend our money. And so, yeah, that market increases more year over year. So this isn't surprising to see that they're pursuing that market where the money is, right? But that sucks. Like, the more they focus on doing these live service games, the less they're going to focus on shit like God of War or Last of Us, you know, those AAA story-driven titles that I personally prefer to play. You know, I like playing with friends in multiplayer games, but as you know, I hate games as a service. So to see them redirect that means I'm going to get less of the kind of games that I enjoy, and we're going to get more of those fucking disgusting pieces of shit games.
I mean, you barely play video games as it is, so...
Listen, that's not
I'm
true.
listening.
I try. I support the industry. I still buy those games. I buy those games that I think I'll enjoy. Whether I play them or not, that's my problem. I support what I think is the right thing.
Support dick.
Digital.
Support digital.
No. It gave me wood. No, it does not. It gives me anti-wood. It gives me metal.
Fire.
It gives me fire in my pants.
And earth, wind, and... You shouldn't... I regret talking over you on that one.
Hey, Jazz.
Hmm?
Do a little dance, and I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Wow,
Well,
Sean's
everybody,
gotta pee!
Everybody
gotta pee!
dance. Everybody dance. And talk about something interesting.
Stop!
I'm too sexy for my pants.
Hello,
I'm too
Sasha.
sexy for my pants. Gotta take off my pants.
Oh!
I will cut you. Alec, what are you doing? Dum dum.
Why you was a dum-dum, Alec?
Yeah, Alec.
Because I just thought of, Resident Evil 4 since you were talking about it for 2 years.
It's true. Sean is a very passionate man.
Yes. Rather than actually play the game, to talk about it for 2 years.
Hey, don't shit on Sean.
I'm going to.
Piss
Because
on him
he's
instead.
being.
You have to. That's why you have to piss on him instead. What are you doing? What are you
No.
doing? You got to piss on the Sean.
Don't be
Look at
mean.
this, I'm just-
How about until he comes back, I'll tell you that ketchup story that I was supposed to tell you.
Yes. Yes. Tell us a ketchup story.
I was eating a burger on my way home, and it was dark because the streets are dark. And then when I got home, my hand was like covered, all red, and I thought I was bleeding, but it was ketchup, and it was all over my steering wheel, and it froze there, so my steering wheel's all sticky. Yeah, that's the ketchup story. That's the ketchup story.
I mean, that's dumb, but yeah.
It's not my fault. The burger bled everywhere. Everywhere.
Dante, what's the next project on Machinima Rise?
I was thinking of doing Nocturne. After playing it several times, I I did a bunch of stupid bits while playing it, so I was thinking I should go strike while the iron's hot, and hopefully that becomes more of my best writing again for a JRPG. And I'll actually make it episodic instead of one shot.
Are you guys talking about Machinima? How dare you?
We talked about ketchup.
And pants.
Yes, Alex was gonna take off his pants.
It's true.
I did.
I killed the burger.
Wow. Professionalism.
Yeah.
That's what I call leaving the podcast. Professionalism. It gave me what? Would you knock that off?
That's
you
why he went to
motherfucker?
the bathroom. Not
Yes,
Knock
it
it
is.
off.
It's true.
Oh yeah, knock on that wood. You know what I mean?
How dare you? All right, where was I? That's the end of the news, everybody. Nothing.
Great.
Nothing but exciting, happy, good times here in video game newsland.
And pants.
And
I'm
pants.
so hot.
Oh my
Take
God,
a take them off.
Take off the dem pants.
I did.
Take them off. Wow. Guess
No.
what time it is?
Time for some news.
Time to
Time
cut
to roll
Alex.
some pants.
It's time for a game.
Okay, it's game time.
Okay.
Straight from Carlos's mouth.
Let's do. Since Dante wants to play it so badly, let's play. I was looking for a present for you. That's why my pants are down. Funny enough, that is
Really?
not.
That-
I actually called it that like a week ago, and,
Wow.
and it happened. So yeah, right. It is Pornhub versus eBay time.
Ah, that one.
Yes. So
Yay.
Yay.
I typed in.
The enthusiasm.
I typed in certain words into Pornhub and eBay. All you had to do is tell me which website had more results. So,
Pornhub.
first one is Una.
eBay.
Pornhub.
Pornhub. I'm sticking with it.
It is eBay. Sean gets a point.
Damn.
How about Sherry Birkin?
eBay.
National
Pornhub.
security.
eBay.
It is Pornhub.
It better be a Resident Evil
What are
6,
you
Ashley.
What are you gonna buy of Sherry's on
Ashley,
eBay?
Sherry.
Porn.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, sometimes
The locket.
I don't want to think about it.
Let's give them a couple seconds to answer in the chat too.
All right, let's make it easier for the chat. If you think it's Pornhub, press 1. Type in 1. And if you think it's eBay, press 2. And then we'll see it.
Well, Lee thinks
already-
it's peanut butter, so
Yeah, he thinks peanut butter.
I think it's jelly, to be honest.
All right,
ketchup.
next one.
I think it was more Nutella.
Shut the fuck up. Next one is Lady Devil May Cry. So I typed in 4 words. So
Devil
Lady,
May Cry?
Devil May Cry, whatever. It's been a while since I played it.
well, you said lady, so Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not even because of that, but yeah, I think
He's
Pornhub.
watching.
Chat.
1.
We got
One.
1.
Which one was one again?
2.
Pornhub.
3.
2 was eBay.
PH.
Pyramid Head.
Yep.
Right,
Also known as Kiro.
it is.
Pizza Hut.
It is Pornhub. Well done if you said Pornhub or number 1. All right, next one is Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue.
eBay.
No way. That game's rare as fuck. That's not gonna show up at all.
That's a game.
Pornhub. That game.
I don't
I've
like-
talked about that before.
I don't like
I know.
these
I'm bitter.
sounds.
I will never forget. I will
So
never
1s and
forgive.
2s for Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue.
PP.
2.
I mean number 1.
Peanut
butter.
butter. See? Now it's 100% peanut butter.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the answer in 5, 4, 3,
No, wait!
2,
Nutella and jelly.
Yep.
1. Pornhub. Right. Nemesis.
Pornhub.
It does have
Yeah.
tentacles.
Pornhub. Yeah. Pornhub.
Please
Chat.
Pizza Hut.
Nemesis.
eBay. Just to
1
be
or
different.
2.
Okay.
Oh, you're
I
one
forget
of
which one's
those.
one.
One is
One is
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Okay. 3.
3.
You guys are hopeless.
I mean, can you imagine doing read your comments from, just like, 1, 2, peanut butter, 1, 2.
Sasha Kennedy says 1.
First question.
Do you like the letter 1? Not
my
the number,
favorite
the
letter.
letter.
No, Joe,
All
and
right.
no ABC.
We're calling it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is eBay from Nemesis.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all
Good
guys
to
are
be
sleeping.
different on, isn't that thing?
Use those tentacles more. What are you doing? It's Rule 34, bitches. Come on, let's go, ladies.
Right, next one is Panda Tekken. I searched for Panda Tekken. Pornhub or eBay.
I mean 1.
eBub.
eBub.
I'm gonna
Porn Bay.
I'm gonna say there's a lot of furries. Pornhub. If you know what I mean.
No,
Wink, wink.
Wank, wank. Chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it is 550 results for Pornhub and 12 results on eBay for
12?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It was
How
close.
about
Comes to me instead.
How about D for PS1? So it's
Pornhub.
actually just D.
Yeah, 100%
Like 1.
Pornhub. That's another game that fucking is impossible to find.
Oh, that's a game?
D.
He just
Plus-
said D.
Plus
so.
the D.
Yeah.
Where are you going to find the D? Pornhub.
eBay.
Hit number 3 if you know what D on the PS1 is.
There was
I
a
only
D
know-
too as well.
I only know because Sean.
But it starts with R2.
Wait, what?
R3.
What? D. How do you spell D? R2.
Duh.
Duh.
Oh.
F.
All right, I'm going to close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer
Happy
is
New Year.
Pornhub.
Also 5,
Shocker.
4, 3, 2. You're doing it backwards.
Let's do the next one. Phil Spencer.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Mansion.
3.
Amazon.
1.
What are you going to buy on eBay? There's nothing. I guess
Raggedy old man
Pornhub.
has sex with his raggedy old dick. Hey, Sean would like
Phil
it.
It gave me
Spencer,
what?
guys, chat. Neither, all right. Not even peanut butter.
For that old
Salad.
Spencer dick, Sean would be like,
There's inappropriate outfits that I found.
Things.
I can show my
no.
boobs.
Okay,
Damn
rule
it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Pornhub.
naturally.
Who's looking for that?
I'm
Alec.
looking for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alec is.
Okay,
God.
what about, we're getting there. How about Shinji Mikami? Pornhub or eBay with Shinji Mikami.
I just think of like people are just
eBay?
making models of Shinji Mikami having sex. We're gonna go with eBay. People have done it. People have
How
really
do
liked
you know? Why do you know?
Oh, I know. This is one of the most worst video games I've ever come up with on a Wardcast. So I can
One of
easily
the
say.
most worse.
All right,
5, 4.
3, 2, 1. The answer is Pornhub. 68 results on Pornhub. Whereas
Not
Why are there
69?
68 results on there?
They should be
Why?
69, but I mean.
You're right. You're right.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're getting to the end. How about ketchup?
Pornhub,
Fridge.
eBay, both.
My room. There's at least 3 bottles in there.
Jazz Hub.
Geesey, it's 3 bottles.
Oh, it wasn't a joke.
Chat, the word is ketchup.
The word is always ketchup. And
The
also with
word?
you.
Ha ha ha. Was that one a joke?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is eBay, 423 against Pornhub's 23.
Fun fact, Lee, peanut butter and ketchup is actually delicious.
Oh no.
Okay,
What?
let's go with the next one. Dante Comstock.
How did you spell it?
Yeah. If you spell
Pornhub.
the
DanteComstock.
What were you doing at SAC Anime?
what I
Sack.
wish I was doing.
Another question, Dante. Do you have an account on eBay?
I don't think so.
Then Pornhub. Because, like,
Oh,
if he
there-
doesn't
there-
sell anything there,
It's just going to be Dante on Pornhub. I guarantee it.
that's totally accurate, Sasha. That's exactly what happened.
At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Pornhub, as there's 0 results on eBay. You can't buy Dante.
I'm not famous yet, so I don't have actual products out.
Speaking
Not
of famous,
for eBay.
Wait, how many
But
results
if you
were
head
on
over to
Pornhub?
the-ward.com/store
441.
or shop, fuck.
441. They're just
Store.
Dantes.
Right, we've got 4 left, people. Right, so how about the man? Or Sean?
Oh, that's definitely on Pornhub.
Yeah, 100% that's Pornhub.
Like, the man goes to your next door neighbor. The
The
man
man,
goes
the
grocery
legend.
shopping.
The penis.
The man is Sean.
I'll suck your dick.
The man sucks your dick.
Slander.
The man is so frustrated.
I'm so angry that I'll take my frustration out on this rock hard dicks falling on my positivity for this year.
5, 4, 3, 2.
He's laughing so
1.
hard he teleported.
He laughed himself out of existence.
All right, so for the man, it is eBay with nearly 4.5 million results as to
Jesus.
Pornhub with 42,000.
People buying men on eBay.
I mean, imagine if I typed it in the man into
Probably $20.
Pornhub/gay. You know, probably would
Plus
have-
shipping.
Yeah. All right, 3 more to go. How about Jazzercise?
eBay.
Yeah, eBay.
They're gonna all have some whatever her face name's Miss Set. The jazzercise lady.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Wait, that's the wrong one.
1. The answer is eBay with 609 results has to 1 porn video for Jazzercise.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a hell of
Did
a
you
video.
watch it?
Totally. I had to make sure these porn, videos are real. All right.
There's no choice.
I need 2 more. Let's do this quickly. So, Dead.
Island.
eBay.
eBay.
Pornhub.
You just said dead. Unless there's a lot of Guro stuff on Pornhub, which I
Yeah,
doubt.
no. I'd say eBay because if you hit dead, you're gonna get so many more results
Oh,
with
the
like
dead apocalypse, dead
everything.
rising, dead Sean, dead Dante, dead Tay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tavern.
The answer is
Tavern.
eBay. All right, and the last one is main character shield.
Pornhub.
You
You gotta wear it for protection.
Definitely eBay, but it's not gonna cost that impossible number of $59.99, and you can actually find it instead of having to dial that special phone number that's in the tune of Funky Town.
Sasha, For the Dead result, there was 858 results back for the Dead on Pornhub.
Jeez. That's way too many.
All right. Main character shield. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Pornhub.
Main character shield on Pornhub?
Yep. With
Is it
18,064 results as to 13 results on eBay. So, yeah, it's not many main character shields on eBay anymore.
They're sold out. Leon bought them all.
And that's the game. Chat, come up with some suggestions for me to look up on Pornhub and eBay.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
I see.
Don't encourage
God, I
it.
regret.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, what?
I have a game.
Oh, God.
It may not work, but we're
Is it
going to
something
try.
you play?
It's got to have technical
It could be problematic, but it's called Burning Questions According to Google. Survival Horror Edition. So,
Baquag.
Baquag.
Say no to Alex Games.
It's I picked a couple of survival horror titles, and I put them into Google to see what the top results were, and you guys are going to try to guess what they are. So, just for funsies, what do you think the top 3 most searched for things on Google in general are?
The Ward. I mean, come on.
Just in general, and all the things that could be in the whole universe. What do you think the top 3 things are that people go to google.com and type in? What do you think those are?
Google.
Yep, that's one.
Google.
Yep. What else?
Dante Comstock nude pictures.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yahoo.
Nope.
It's
Facebook.
Facebook. Oh my
But
God.
what
that
the
was actually
fuck?
my next guess.
Why don't you go to facebook.com or youtube.com? And who the
people-
hell is going to google.com and typing in Google?
People who don't know how to use URLs.
Jesus Christ.
I've once seen my computer teacher do that, and I'm like, how are you the computer teacher?
That's sad. That is very sad. All right.
Generation.
So I typed in Resident Evil. What do you think? I think I said the top 3 results, but I meant the top 4. What do you think the top 4 results are?
Giant booby
Stupid
vampire
fucking-
lady.
Yeah, what she said, but I have more insults instead of
Oh, okay, you go then.
stupid fucking cash cow misrepresentation of Resident Evil.
No, actually.
Bitch. Twatter.
Oops.
Wow.
I hate her. Resident Evil 4.
Nope.
How Not to Die.
Resident Evil Days of Our Lives when is episode 13. Yep.
Resident Evil Spood.
Wow.
Hey, I'm here. It's a given.
Sasha says Ethan Winters. That's a good guess, but no.
It has to be something super like bad grammar, like what is Chris Redfield Village?
Chris Redfield Chris Village what?
I'm going to go with Resident Evil Gaiden.
No.
Resident Evil Chris Redfield
Lee
is
was
related
getting
Claire Redfield.
Lee's close with Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh, Resident Evil, the shitty live action films.
Resident Evil Mila Djokovic.
Why Alice not in game?
Resident Evil. Choke.
No, Resident Evil Alice. Who the fuck is Alice?
What game Alice from?
That's actually a really good guess. All right. So no, none of those are them. So the top 4 search results are: is Resident Evil a true story? Is Resident Evil on HBO Max?
That took a sec to get to me. What the fuck?
Is Resident
True
Evil
story.
game free? And is Raccoon City real?
Yes.
Yes.
To all those questions.
Yes.
Yeah, to all of them.
It was all based off a true story.
Yeah,
It's all been
obviously.
covered up.
From the start by Umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I typed in Silent Hill. What do you think the top 4 results are?
Is Silent Hill real? Is it based off a true
Silent
story?
Hill remake.
So is Silent Hill a true story? Is on there. That is one.
Silent Hill Google Maps.
Silent Hill real location.
Silent Hill
Close.
too loud.
Is Silent Hill too loud? It's true. Have you heard the
Silent
soundtrack?
Hill Pyramid Head cosplay.
Silent Hill Pyramid Head.
Nope.
No. Linkara Silent Hill. What the
fuck is that?
Silent Hill dead? Silent Hills.
That's actually a great guess, but no, that's not on there. Is Silent Hill dead?
Silent Hill Pachinko.
Is Silent Hill any good?
Silent Hill What Caused the Ashes.
What is?
What Silent Hill 2 is due?
What is Silent Hill 2 is due?
Silent Hill who is main protagonist character.
All right. So the top 4 results were: is Silent Hill a true story? So we got that one.
Yep.
Why is Silent Hill cursed? I don't know if they're talking about the franchise or the town, but whatever.
Both.
Yeah.
The real life town.
What Silent Hill is the scariest?
What?
And where is the real Silent Hill located? Because every video game is based off of
Is
something
it the
real.
loud one?
There is an answer for that one, but I just don't remember.
But it's not. There's not like a real place called Silent Hill that it was based off
no,
of.
no.
It was
There-
inspired by a location.
Yes. Basically.
All right. I typed in obscure. What do you think the top 4 results are?
Is obscure real?
Obscure
Nope.
video game.
Obscure COVID-19 variant.
I have no idea what obscure is.
For real?
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't.
horror game. Me and Lee played it as well, so you know.
Wow.
Obscure
Well, it's
set
an
in what
obscure.
town?
It's an
Yeah,
obscure
clearly.
game. Ha ha ha.
Haha.
Ha, ha.
Okay, I'm looking Google images now, and this is.
Hey, no, you stay off Google.
I'm on images. I'm looking at-
Disqualified.
I'm looking on images on Google. I'm not looking at questions.
Obscure, where is?
Yep.
Says Sasha.
Obscure, how much?
It's a good guess.
Fucking how much?
This looks kind of cool. Oh, it's on Steam.
You're Sasha, you're kind of close.
Obscure items. Obscure where is?
Obscure situated in
Obscure,
which town?
what is?
Obscure remake when
So
it's coming out.
close.
Obscure,
2.
how is?
Oh, when Obscure 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to you. So one of them is, what does it obscure mean?
Okay. Obscure porn.
Ha ha ha.
God damn it. All right.
That's what I'm gonna look for next on eBay.
The
Well,
last 3.
I guess
Are
I have
what-
a new game to play.
These ones didn't even really relate to the game. What is an example of obscure? What is another word? Obscure. What is the noun form of obscure? That's it. All right. 2 more. Resident Evil 4. What comes up?
Remake.
Sucks. I'm sorry.
So I'll give you that one. Is Resident Evil 4 remake confirmed? That's one.
I thought he was giving that to me. Resident Evil VR PS4. Maybe.
Maybe is or.
Resident Evil 4 HD.
Resident Evil 4 How to Ashley Armor Suit.
Resident Evil.
Yep. Resident Evil Infinity Ammo Knife.
Infinity Ammo Knife. I love it.
Resident Evil 4 Days of Our Lives.
I like how
Evil 4
Google
Spoon.
searches sound like Yoda. Just like Ashley Graham, how old she is.
Leon
old
says,
she is? Mm-hmm.
Leon says, wow. Lee says VR Leon and Ada Wong. Sasha says Ashley Graham, how she is. Wow, I can't read. Ashley Graham, old how she is. Resident Evil 4 Night from Takazawa.
Thanks,
Sasha.
Joed.
Yeah. All right. So We got the first one basically right. Is Resident Evil 4 remake confirmed? Then we got, is Resident Evil 4 the best game ever? Is Resident Evil 4 popular? And what is the release date of Resident Evil 4?
Years ago.
A long time ago.
A
Last
long
one, Haunting Ground. What did I get back?
Haunting Ground remake release date.
Haunting
What
Ground.
is?
My spoon
is?
is too big.
My spoon.
Haunting Ground.
When Haunting Ground spooed.
One of these is very obvious.
Haunting Ground
Why Haunting Ground?
located where?
Why Haunting Ground?
I'll do you one better.
Haunting Ground, same makers as Silent Hill? Question mark.
That isn't even true.
No.
Question mark.
Is
I
Haunting
said.
Ground really a haunting ground? No. PS2
Haunting
game
Ground
characters, film,
soundtrack.
dog.
What song plays
Haunting
at the
Ground,
start?
where is?
Haunting Ground true game?
It's actually a good question. What was that, Dante?
Haunting Ground true game?
Nope.
It's no. They stopped asking whether it was true or not at a certain point.
Yep, they realized that they're idiots.
Haunting Ground Fiona.
Haunting Grounds, can I visit?
Can I visit?
Haunting Ground.
Where I
to
go
buy-
haunting ground
Yeah.
visit.
Where
Towel?
buy video game
The
towel.
folly.
Haunting Ground towel. They're clearly thinking about the part where Fiona was just in the
Haunting
towel.
Ground.
Haunting ground, where is
Walkthrough.
towel have?
Walk
Where
through.
how to have towel for rest of game.
Where towel dog is how? Why?
I got it. Haunting Ground 9/11.
Mikasa.
Ooh.
No.
Hunting Ground Demento.
That's a good guess, but no.
Haunting Ground, what was put in ground to haunting? Cause. The running out of words.
Sasha says haunting ground is ground of haunting. Question mark? All right.
Question mark.
So we got, why is haunting ground so expensive? Is haunting ground on
outrageous.
PS4?
I wish.
Is haunting ground scary?
Yes.
And how old is Fiona from haunting ground?
Old enough.
Old enough. Wow.
She's not 16. She's in college. She's or 15 like Alyssa. She's like, or wait a minute. I should actually check.
Oh boy. All right, that's my game.
She's like, let me check that before I finish.
What else we got?
She's 18. Okay, we're okay.
You didn't
Have
even
another-
know. You didn't.
I
another
knew
game,
she was
Alex.
an adult.
Yes, let's not go back to the paedophile jokes. I mean, you can aim it at me. That's fine.
All right, what other games do we have?
Alec has another game.
I'll skip it to next week. It's fine. Jazz, you do yours.
Wow. Why can't we do
Wow.
both?
Because it's already 2 hours into it.
Well then.
2.5 almost.
Blame Shauna.
2.5.
How dare you? 2.5.
That's what you're gonna call this Wardcast. Call it Blame Shauna. And if you don't, I'm gonna blame you for not blaming Shauna.
Code
How dare
Shanika.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As usual, it's my pretty little background to introduce. Who's that
Who's
motherfucker?
that motherfucker?
Who's that?
Dun-dun-dun.
Who
I
it
can do
is be?
Who's that motherfucker?
I've been waiting for this for so long.
Sasha, were you saying my
All
game
right.
is fun, or now it's time for the fun game that Jazz has?
He's saying your game is fun.
Oh, wow. How do you know?
All right.
Because shut up.
Oh. it's a good
I'm gonna
reason.
say this right now. One of them is Billy, and the other one is Chris.
So, as usual, I tried to stick to 11. 11.
11.
And the last one just being something completely stupid. So, yeah, let's start with who's that motherfucker?
Thank you,
By the way,
Sasha.
Gyarados.
Obviously, Dante, you've been watching the show, so you know, but some of these could be altered.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm sticking with Gyarados though, without his claws.
Gyarados?
Excuse me, who?
Gyarados.
Who?
Gyarados, the evolution
Who?
of Magikarp.
Garador, maybe?
Gyarados.
It's funny because it actually looks like a Godzilla head, just like
Gojira.
Godzilla.
Yeah,
Also-
that's
also he's
for
missing
sure
some-
Garador.
missing some toes.
He's been neutered.
I lost my. Oh, it's on the screen. Okay, sorry. What is everyone saying? You're saying Gyarados?
RE4, enemy with claws and hates bells.
Okay.
Joe, it says Terry.
Terry.
RE4 monster game is in.
Okay.
We're still playing the other.
Well, Google has answered. Everybody's correct. It's Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Yay, I got it right and I didn't even say anything. Yes!
No, you got it wrong. Who's that motherfucker?
Looks like pretty much everybody. I'm dying. Looks like pretty much everybody got it right. Sasha got it right. Lee got it right.
Alec got it wrong. His name is Garador.
He's got a hat. He's Mega Man. Mega Hat Man Scout, but
Is he a Lego man? What
Mega
is
Hat
this?
Man Scout.
No, definitely not Lego.
Who's that motherfucker?
He's a
Oh.
motherfucking armored man with a hat.
Who the hell
Armored
is
man
that?
with
I
hat.
have no idea.
I have never seen this. But he's raising his hand, so he has a question.
He has a
Frank
question.
West.
Yeah,
Who am I?
Yeah, that's a question.
Where the
It
fuck
could
am
be. Could be Frank West from maybe like
What the fuck is going
Dead
on?
Rising 4, maybe?
A diet Frank West.
Yeah, I'm going with that. That makes sense. Frank West from Dead Rising 4.
Okay.
So not
Yeah.
Frank West.
Yeah.
Fake Frank West.
It's funny
Frank
how
West.
if you take away one thing from the picture, it takes away the one thing that would let you know who this character is. This is actually Gordon Freeman without
Oh
his
my
crowbar.
god.
Oh my god.
I took his crowbar away.
Wow.
I almost put Sean's face because he has glasses and a beard.
Ha.
Wow.
It would have been Sean
How dare
Freeman,
you. Sean.
Saver of Hummins. Who's that motherfucker?
The merchant.
What are you buying?
He's gangster rapping.
Ah, yes, because he's the merchant from Spain. It's just like a mini mall.
What? Oh, is
I
that-
I got your quote, Dante.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
don't get things.
It's clearly Leon from Resident Evil 4.
It is, because it's the same voice. Ta-da.
It's the merchant from Resident Evil Village.
Oh.
Fuck.
Nailed it.
Yeah, he's got a smaller coat, and he raps.
He died.
He's on a diet.
It is correct. I took
Correct,
his,
Mundo.
I took
Yeah.
his backpack away and cut his coat here and
How could you?
took away
How's
his.
he gonna sell his wares?
He's gonna sell something else.
He could still sell it.
Who's that
Resident Evil 2
motherfucker?
zombie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna wait for that one because it's the most generic zombie in Resident Evil 2. It's the Rebecca zombie.
It's got short hair.
Rebecca.
Rebecca Claire. Claire
Isn't
Rebecca.
it called Misty?
Yeah, a little bit.
No.
What about who's that motherfucker?
Charger.
It's
El
a Gary
Gigante.
dose.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Wait a minute. That's a human. That's a human on that left arm.
Yeah. It's El
Is it?
Gigante.
Shut. Oh, El Gigante. Oh, I thought you said El Dante.
Yeah, that's El Dante from
El Dante.
Spooktacular.
Thanks.
The musical.
You know those hunters from Resident Evil?
The Juggernaut, bitch.
Eh.
That's what Joe is saying.
Morgan
not a hunter.
Freeman.
It's actually him. But I realized afterwards that he looked kind of like a hunter a little bit.
A little
If I were
bit.
to-
And then the human.
Yeah,
not
I wanted it to
human.
look like claws, but I didn't think to like crop out the shoes and. Anyways,
Fail.
who's that motherfucker?
A naked woman.
Regina.
It could be Regina.
She's naked. That's it. Or at least she's barely clothed. You can see
Zero suit Regina.
you can see outlines of
Zero
raw
fucks
clothing.
Regina.
Yeah, I'm going Regina. Regina.
Regina.
Stop calling me that. It's not my name.
Yeah, you're all wrong. It's Cortana. Nah.
That's what I said.
What?
I was right. She's naked.
I was so scared because after I flipped it, I realized that I left some blue, and I was like, "Oh no!" But it's
Oh,
far
no.
away on your screen, so maybe you
blur.
won't see it.
Yeah, because I'm not full screened. I should do that. I'm
Oh, not the
full screened.
blur.
I'm gonna look closer.
Who's that
The
motherfucker?
raving rabbit.
It's a rabbit.
You just
It's
took out the
Mario.
ears.
Bell.
It's
No,
Mario. It's Mario.
It was Rayman, and then
It's-
they somehow got to Mario.
It's
What?
Mario in a rabbit suit.
Is it?
Pikachu.
It could actually be.
It's
It could be anything. You don't know.
No, the
Could be my
eyeball
thumb.
says that it's just the raving rabbit.
Goddamn eyeball.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
I took his ears away, but then the plunger. I don't know. Some of these are easier. Some of them are stupid. I'm
Yeah,
at
if you took the
number-
eye, like if you kind of cut the eye off a little bit and you got rid of the plunger, then I would have no idea. I probably would have said like Sack Boy or some shit.
or like human
She
fall
already did
flat or
Sackboy,
something,
though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
or Fall Guys or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Who's that motherfucker?
I'm someone with a sniper rifle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I win.
What?
It's Richard Miller from Time Force.
What's her
You're
name from
The
that game?
awesome-
What's her name from that game? Yep.
Yeah. I'm thinking either Sniper Wolf
Oh, Zoe!
or Zoe from Left 4 Dead.
I'm gonna go with Zoe.
One of the two. I think it's Zoe. It looks like Zoe.
It looks like her ponytail back there.
Alec?
And there's like the piece of her hair that's like
It could actually be fucking Ellie. Yeah, I'm gonna say Zoe though.
I'm gonna say it's Sean Clark holding a sniper rifle.
Yeah,
On the
it's
subject
me.
of Ellie and Zoe, I loved his background.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look how happy they are.
They're
Anyways,
the same energy.
yeah, it's Zoe.
I win. I recognized her bang.
Ellie has
That's
a
literally
backpack,
it.
Sean.
Not
Although I could have taken
always.
that out. I could have taken it out. Fair. Who's that motherfucker?
Okay, this is the fun
It's
one.
a person on a toilet.
This is the not last one, so it's not the stupid one.
Okay, but there's a chair here.
That is the weirdest toilet, Alec. You lose points for toilet identification.
Someone who lost their leg and is on a chair.
I think it
And
should
they
be
have a
who's that
gun.
chair.
Oh, it's Forrest. Clearly, he lost
It's
his leg.
really powerful.
Especially
Why would he?
against
If
living
it's
things.
Forrest, why would you have his arm like that?
Because he was gonna shoot things.
Lee says Lara Croft.
Clearly,
Yeah.
Sasha says Snake.
a snake,
Snake?
without a leg.
That doesn't look like a snake. Wait, but Lee also said Joseph
Joseph.
from Resident Evil.
I
Lee,
have no idea who the hell that is.
no? I didn't think you would. Because I'm a dick.
A
The
medic.
chair
A
throws
medic.
everyone.
Nathan Drake.
The drink on a chair.
Oh my god.
He
It
was
looks like he's
originally-
taking his shit too. Look at his face.
He was originally doing parkour, and now he's sitting on a chair. I was gonna, actually, that's the one you suggested, right? I should put him on the side of the chair and put uncharted because he fell off.
Uncharted.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's good.
Who's that motherfucker?
That's one of the gay guys from God Hand.
That's Billy.
Is that Billy?
That's fucking Billy. Get out of here with that.
It's really.
Oh, so is this the time? Is this when I finally say it? Do you want
It's
me to say
happened.
it? It's Billy!
With bananas on his head.
Banana Billy.
On his head.
Eh.
I was
Banana
surprised?
Cohen.
No. Was I disappointed?
If you guys, I had to put Billy in there somewhere. If you guys had played Shadow of the Tomb Raider, this kind of looks like someone from that. Yeah. All right, the last one, the bonus one.
The bonus.
Who's that motherfucker?
Oh no.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Wicca.
Is it?
Wow.
What the
Dude.
fuck am I looking at?
Someone who's making a peace sign. That's the first start.
Rebecca.
It's Rebecca in 20 years.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Very
Wesker
entertaining.
with the mutant arm that's giving a peace sign. Yeah.
The fuck? Oh, I thought Banana Crown was for this one. I was like, who the fuck is Banana Crown?
Who the fuck is Banana Crown?
Banana crown.
Wesker's a good guess, but the fucking V or the peace sign or the V for victory, whatever the fuck it
It
is.
can always be
weird.
a photoshopped Wesker head.
Yeah,
and
it has to be. Whatever the hell it is.
Alec, any
I'm gonna say Kendo.
I said Rebecca.
Rebecca?
She already did.
Kendo, Rebecca.
Rebecca and Kendo's baby.
Bekendo.
Just also remember that number 11 is the bonus one that doesn't always make sense to anything.
Well, I don't
Okay,
think it's Celine
Rebecca
Dion.
with a dick.
It's
There we go.
Here we
It's-
go
Oh, yeah.
again.
With the
it's
dick.
usually a character who's really
Sasha says
fucking
Wesker.
random.
With a dick.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Definitely
Takazawa
doesn't
says
always make
Wesker as
sense.
well. We got 2 Weskers.
2 Weskers,
And an Alfred.
an Alf,
apparently.
an Alfred,
Yeah, Alfred from Lee.
a Banana Crown, a Rebecca.
With a dick.
I'm going Wesker. That makes sense. I'm feeling it.
Some guy with the belly.
Some guy with what?
With the belly.
Oh,
Look at that torso.
No. Not.
No, it's not a
I
guy.
take back my Wesker.
oh, you guys are still guessing. Good. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
The profile
sorry.
is so like misproportioned. It's so fucked up.
It's an actor.
It is an actor
Haha.
in a way. Yeah,
Johnny Cage.
we're all familiar with this actor.
Johnny Cage.
You got Cage. All familiar. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
everyone's seen at least one game this actor has been in.
Mia Jovanovic.
One game this actor has been in.
Resident Evil. What game is Alice in?
Roger Craig Smith. I'm shooting shit. Liam O'Brien. No,
Takizawa says DC Douglas.
DC Douglas. It would
person
be-
who
I said
voices
actor in
Helene.
a way, so you know,
Yeah, it
Could be
doesn't-
voice
it doesn't have
actor.
to. It could be actor Jim Carrey.
could be unprofessional actor. Like you never know. Could be fucking pro wrestler for all we know.
actor. W.
It's
Wes
John
Anderson.
Cena.
Do-do-do-do.
I have no idea.
Batman.
I'm lost.
I am
Troy
just-
Baker.
Troy
Lee.
Baker.
He
It's one of
says
my
Troy Baker.
favorite actors. One of my favorite voice actors ever.
Oh, voice actors.
Laura
okay.
Bailey.
In a way, I said actor in a way. Did
In a way.
you guys give up?
Oh, I got it. It's Sean.
Wow.
Sean. Whoa.
It's
All right.
Jazz Rich.
No, that
Let's-
motherfucker is not
Let's
Sean.
discover who it is. Who
I'm
it
sorry.
be.
It's Alec.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alec.
That
That's the world
motherfucker is
average
Alec.
champion.
Yeah,
Where are
he's
you
a
at?
wrestler.
Did you recognize that, Alec?
He's a
at all?
wrestler.
No.
I was afraid he would,
Nope. I haven't
but it's
seen that
different
picture in
because I
ages.
took off the background, which was a little hard to do, but I did it.
You've done it.
I'm
I think
Rebecca.
I cut out some of
Rebecca
your hair and
James.
some of your hat. I'm not sure how I did that, but yeah.
I mean, you could have cut out my pants. I mean, come on.
He's not wearing pants. This is not an
No,
accurate
no,
picture of
it doesn't have to be authentic.
Anyone thinking I'm sickly not, I just took off, I just picked up some other
Just
jeans.
like
Spooky
paint
tape.
over it in the.
Alec. No.
Oh my god.
ready to kill and say.
That cut though.
The angle that you're standing at kind of makes it look different and weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay.
That's
Yeah.
what threw me off.
Look like Rebecca.
Rebecca Chambers.
And that's that motherfucker.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
That's all. Yeah.
That's all. We've done it.
When fourth motherfucker game out?
Who's that motherfucker?
Who it be? Are we doing your game? Your other game?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
It's time for read your comments.
Read your
Read your.
Come. Anyway, first one is from Sean. Do you want to put it up on the?
Technical
Put out some of your-
difficulties.
Put it up for him, Sean.
I'm not a Barbie
That's
girl.
not the first
LOL.
one, but we're going to go with that.
It's the first one you gave me. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, I literally called it comment 149, but whatever. We'll go with Emma G. Right, so the comment is I'm not a Barbie girl. Lol.
Why not?
All one like.
Question 1. Yeah, it was my like. Question
Oh.
1. Have you played with Barbie dolls?
Have I played with Barbie Girl?
Barbie dolls.
Define
Barbie
play.
dolls.
Wait, that sounded way more fucked up than I intended.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I have a Barbie that some creepy, crazy fuck sent me. But I have
During
not.
your duel days?
Of course. I have
Oh,
never played
Jesus.
with a Barbie, though. No.
I would hope you wouldn't. Not with
Dante?
your defining of play. No, of course not. Those things grossed me out as a kid.
Yes, Sasha.
What?
There was
One
dolls.
did go in.
You girl.
John just
Ew.
winning.
Fake
Yes.
people.
Did you play with Barbies?
Obviously.
Do
I
you
was
Bobbies.
a girl.
regret it?
Was a little yes.
I
No,
played with
we had-
Bobbies.
We had the big house and the cars, and I would ram the car into the house and piss off my sister. So, you know,
You want
Alright,
to go for a ride? She says.
sure. No.
All right, let's go to next question. Would you like a Barbie doll?
No.
Nah, bruh.
I wish I had the creepy Lara
well, I
Barbie
have
that I have
one.
right now.
I mean, I will take the ones that are sent to me out of
Yeah, you will.
love and appreciation.
And bubblegum.
How about
Sure.
that? And bubblegum pieces in love.
Bubblegum pieces of love.
It is a joke. Okay. Next question is: if you could have a figure or doll, what?
That's the wrong one. Read
Wow.
that one. Read that one.
No.
He's not reading comments. He's still asking questions
Oh.
about the
Yes,
Barbie.
you-
Don't look. Don't look. You said next question. I'm sorry.
You said
Yes,
question,
but
not
my
My
last-
first
comment.
day. It's my first day.
Oh my god.
I've never done this before.
Right. If you could have a figure or doll, what would it be? Of anything, you know, what would
Of
you...
my
I
wife.
have figures and dolls.
Yeah, but if you could have anything, so you know, money wasn't an object, whatever.
I want the Wesker hot toy. God damn it. But it's like
'Cause he's
$800.
hot.
It's so hot.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
Some
I already
really
said my wife.
You're not married.
My
Barbie dolls freak him
His
out.
waifu.
He doesn't want them.
My wife, Aya Winter. She is real in my heart.
Ethan
So-
Winters, your wife?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then I'm gonna send your body to a village.
Oh, how
Jazz.
dare you.
I don't know, some really cool like Aloy with an actual glowing fucking focus in her ear. And also, just on the subject of your last question, I just want to show you this picture real quick. That's me.
Oh, look at that.
jeez.
Yeah. See,
Playing
I was
with
in
the
mischief.
Barbie.
She's a Barbie
Mischievous
girl.
little kid about to fucking ram that car right into
Wait,
the
that-
goddamn house.
Is that the red eye in there too?
That's natural. That's not. Yeah, that's
Oh
not
my
the
God.
camera thing. That's yeah.
That's ketchup.
Yeah.
Ketchup eyes.
Ketchup.
All
before
right.
ketchup.
Now let's go to comment 1 for some pootie tang.
One. Pootie Tang don't need no words. Sorry.
Once Rachel remembers how to do it.
There we go.
One
Right.
Pootie
I
Tang.
should point out all these comments came from Duel Episode 1, Part 1. So the original.
Good
So
time, man.
Pootie Tang commented, I wonder how these guys are doing.
Good time.
Good time, man. Good times.
How are you guys doing that?
How is Pootie Tang commenting? He doesn't.
How
say-
are you guys?
I'm all right. I'm
Eh.
dying inside.
I'm here.
I've been better.
Have you
we're
tried-
surviving.
Good. All right, question 2. Have you tried Pootie Tang?
That good
Good
was so
movie.
insincere.
It's an awesome movie. From
I
the
have never
90s.
seen it.
It's so stupid. So stupid.
I mean, with a name like that, it would have to be, wouldn't it?
Pootie Tang
Dante's
don't need
putting his
no
hands up.
words.
Yeah, have you tried Pootie Tang?
No,
Pootie Tang don't need no music.
I don't know what the hell Pootie Tang is. Stop
Okay.
looking at me like that, Sean.
Go look it up after
I
this
said,
podcast.
I said no, and then he literally went like, it's like, whoa.
All right. Last question for that one is, What is a good time for you guys?
When
3
I'm
o'clock.
alone with my left hand.
You're cheating on your wife with your hand? I mean, come on.
His left hand is his wife.
Not if I
Oh, no.
imagine that she's my left hand. Ooh.
Angela.
Jesus Christ, stop. No, I don't like that at all.
So what's a good time? Seriously.
7:47 p.m. or 8.
7.
808. 808.
808. 7. What? I don't understand the question.
Yeah.
Use it in a sentence.
You are free to interpret it however you like.
What is a good time for you? What is a good experience for you?
Oh, now he's specifying experience.
Making machinima. How about that? That's a good. Is that a good time?
Was it
yeah, posting it, yes.
There, yeah.
That's the good part.
I
That's
like
true.
lunchtime.
Closing time.
Closing
Yeah.
time is good.
You don't have to go home, but you
can't stay here. Good time. The one where I dance and sing. You know, Filipino things.
Racism.
Does not have to be Filipino, but that's just what I'm saying.
I don't identify as Filipino, so I feel like you're targeting me right now.
Wow! I'm so sorry that you're white, Sean.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be sorry I'm white too, but I don't know.
You mean you're not?
A good time. A good time can be making machinima. A good time is playing video games. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
A good time is
Ask
doing
me
the
again on
Wardcast,
February
not wearing
19th.
pants.
Sasha apparently knows what a good time is for me. I'm confused.
A good time is when Sean found the Marmite lodged in the cellar.
That is not a good time. That is the opposite of a good time.
Lee and Alex are never going to let it go.
No.
Lee,
Good
no.
time resulted in crabs, didn't it? Okay, let's go to the last comment from Squiddysaurus.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Man.
I think you're a great YouTuber. Do you think you could give me some tips to lead me in the right direction for my channel? Man.
No.
Man, don't make fun of them.
No,
Man.
man. I'm a Dan.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
All right, so there's only 2 questions. So, got any tips? What would you advise to help a YouTuber?
I got
Never
Put
give
tip jar.
up. Never surrender.
Never give up.
Buy a cat poster. Read it every day.
We need more information. What is he doing? Is he making machinima? What is your craft?
I
Don't
actually
rip
checked
people off.
I checked out this. It appeared to be a kind of video playing channel where he's just streaming and playing games.
Oh,
But
just
he hasn't.
streaming?
We don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
but-
with streaming is like consistency.
Pants.
Consistency
hasn't-
pants.
There hasn't been a new video for like 2 years or something, so perhaps he's dead or COVID.
He gave. Wow, dark.
Dark.
Yeah,
Maybe he gave up because we never answered.
yeah, didn't give me
but yeah.
Don't get COVID.
Wow.
It took too long to read his comment.
we are the downfall.
He's like, I'm
to-
never gonna get picked.
Yeah, consistency for anything is really important. Like that, I struggle with that, and I know that I
Yep.
need to be better with it. But I feel like it doesn't even really matter. I mean, it matters what you make, but I feel like more important than the content that you're doing, even more than like the quality, is consistency. Like building an audience and being reliable. Like, hey, this is a person that I like, and I know that every Tuesday at 3 p.m. he's going to have a new video and I can go watch it. And we're going to bond over that because that's fun. You know, that kind of a thing. Like
No.
some people make really shitty content, but you know, if they're consistent, you know, maybe it's not about the content. Maybe they enjoy your personality or hanging out with you and you're going to get a
Hunky.
following. You're
Every
gonna-
Monday we bring
you're
you
gonna
the
get a
latest in
following.
video game
Video
news.
game news.
Yeah, you're going to get a following through that consistency, and it's really important. Then you got people like me that work extra hard to make quality content and are inconsistent as fuck, and they suffer for it.
Yep.
But
Yep.
every Saturday you can catch the Wardcast. That's consistent. So fuck it.
So
It's
far.
not even. That's not even consistent either.
So far.
Not even. We
No.
missed like what 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, but you were sick.
No
That's-
consistency.
There's excuses.
Yeah, I mean, there's reasons, but it is.
There are some exceptions, and please don't judge those that have the exemptions.
It is very
consistency.
important, regardless.
Regardless.
So do that. Be consistency pants.
Yeah, consistency pants,
Consistency pants. Where can I get those?
And make good content.
but not too much content.
What about you, chat?
No, but
Do
like
you have
don't
any
release
tips?
5 videos a day. It's fucking stupid.
No, that's bad. Yeah, don't do that.
Honestly, terrible practice.
Too many things to do.
Chat, do you have any tips or do you have any comments, or bits of advice for us guys that make machinimins occasionally?
It's a string.
Well, we're all
Make
creators.
more.
What is your opinion? What do you guys say? What do you recommend?
Yeah.
Don't suck.
I'm talking to you three.
Type number 1 for more Pornhub and I'll get right on that.
Dante,
What?
what is your advice to somebody who is trying to establish a YouTube
What?
channel?
Don't suck.
Thank you, Dante.
I just said it. I said it twice
That's it.
now.
That's it.
No, like, well, like depending on the content is different advice.
Oh,
but the
thanks, Sasha.
but the generic advice to give is legitimately just be good. Do it with passion. If there's no passion behind it, it sucks, and I don't like it. I don't like fake
That's
shit.
true. Yeah. Yeah, which is why I don't do trendy bullshit, right? I make the shit that I like because that's who I am and that makes me authentic, right? You're not going to come to my channel and see fucking makeup tutorials and fucking stupid shit to cater to the algorithm, like I'm going to talk about whatever the fuck I want to. I mean, I'm bitching about the same shit over and over again, because that's kind of where I stand. I'm not going to get on here and be like, oh, let's be happy and talk about how much I love NFTs because I want the algorithm to love me, and or Village for that matter, right? Like if you look at the Resident Evil community in general, everybody's talking about how great it is and I love it and I'm let's playing it and blah, 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 blah. And I could do the same thing. I could be like, "Oh, Village is great. Jump on the bandwagon and watch me play this game and yay, Resident Evil fandom, let's go." But instead of doing that, I'm going to tell you what I feel, what I think about that kind of shit because that's who I am, and hopefully that's why you're here to get our opinion and our personality and the content that we do. And on the machinima side of it, like I'm going to be the guy that fucking spends tens of hours fine-tuning the small details on my machinima because that's what matters to me. I want that quality to be there, and that's one of hopefully the things that is appealing to watching my content is you're going to get quality, and there's that expectation for when you watch my videos that hopefully you have a high standard for what you're going to watch, and hopefully I live up to that, and that's kind of where I stand.
But then we're still tossed under the rug under guys who did the same thing but is not as funny because they did a fan dub more than a parody, but people will eat it up anyways. Shots fired at this person who did a Resident Evil 2 and 3 parody. Here. Anyways. Hey! That also reminded me of, like, not doing the generic thing. Like when I was at the convention, I was talking to someone I knew. I told Sean about this, so now everyone just gets to know about it. And I was talking to, they had this kid that was interested in what I was doing. So it's like, yeah, I do like video game parodies. And she was like, you should do Minecraft. And I'm like, no, that's not for me. That's not my style. Sean.
To be fair though, when you watch that, I mean, it's not on the channel yet, but for whoever saw that sneak peek or whatever of that Minecraft machine on the podcast,
that's for her, that girl.
It like I did that because that was something that I thought was funny. It was a mature thing with my sense of humor, right? I made content that's in line with the stuff that I make. I didn't make some shitty fucking pandering to children Minecraft machinima to get myself 1 million views kind of a thing. Like that's a different situation. Like if I'm gonna make a machinima, it's gonna be my style and my themes, and I'm not gonna compromise that.
Stay tuned.
But I'm not
when I do
gonna.
a
Yeah, but I'm
Five
not gonna
Nights at
make a
Freddy.
I'm not gonna make a a Five Nights at Freddy or a Minecraft video just to ride the coattails of like that being the popular thing. I mean, if I was gonna do that, I would have made my Minecraft machinima like fucking what 8 years ago or something. So like that shit doesn't matter to me.
Oh, Roadblocks is next. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, getting on board with that. I can't wait. I'm gonna be
Blech.
part of the metaverse. Woo. Oh boy.
And the last question was, which direction
Wait.
should he go?
Up. But before that, Sasha
Left.
says, I would say do what you love doing or something you have a hobby of doing. It might be hard at first, but eventually you'll find an audience. Very true. Very true.
Eventually. Maybe
Eventually.
someday.
That's the thing, right? And the eventually more often than not comes from like that consistency, right? You know, having a platform and being there for people to come and find you. So don't fuck up like me. Be consistent in your pants. Consistency pants.
Ooh.
I am very consistent.
Pants.
And that
Took
was
something
really
I
good.
love. Like pants.
Oh boy.
Good grief.
Oh boy.
It's too
What?
crazy.
You're crazy.
Next
How about
I
that?
said this is crazy.
You're crazy. That's it. Anybody have anything else?
I just
Wow.
have to ask, is there anything special about 150 Wardcast next week that could happen potentially?
We could all die.
That is possible.
The Y2K.
Actually, no, I haven't. Like, I wanted to do something special, maybe get a bunch of guests together and kind of do something like we did with episode 100, but I just right now I don't have the time to do it. So we'll try to do something different to make 150.
200.
Yeah, we'll do something big for 200, but for 150 we'll probably just like we'll try to do something different to make that episode stand out in general, but in terms of like doing like something, you know, like an event episode, probably not. I'm not able to at the moment.
I'll have one little, extra thing for the episode 150. So, at random times, I'm going to say a code. I'm not going to say what that code's for. If you just happen to, write down whatever the code I said was, then you can have a go at trying to put in the code in whatever.
And it gives
Free
you
of
a
charge.
Veronica.
That's what I said.
Really? Oh.
So tune in nice and early or late. I don't know. You had to find out and watch.
That's right. Either way, whatever we do, we'll try to make it
I
special.
have something in the works.
Every episode is special. Oh, do you? Look at that.
Well,
See?
I had
They've got you
something-
covered. I'm worthless.
I had something kind of like the video I did for the 50th with the cars
cool.
in Leon. I had something for episode 100 that never panned out because the voice actors never got to me. But
Is it me? It's me.
Oh, she's pointing those ways.
yeah. So
Me?
yeah, that's something I could probably have for next week. Hopefully, maybe.
Cool.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen.
What you expect?
I also apologize in advance for how stupid I'll be next weekend because I'll have just watched the entire new season of Disenchantment. So,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Me too, probably.
Sean, did you see
But
the
I'll
game?
only have seen it once. Jazz will have watched it like 14 times. But that's fine.
And some in her sleep.
I don't watch it that much.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You
Uh-huh. Wow.
It's true.
Hey, Sean,
This-
where can people get some merch?
Has been.
The
You can
149.
get merch at the-ward.com/shop. That's the
Where
one.
do I live?
That's the where am I? What is happening? the-ward.com/shop. You can get t-shirts, hats, drugs, sex,
Oh, yeah.
all the
T-shirt
whatever
hats.
whatever
Lot
you
of
want.
ketchup.
T-shirt hats,
NFTs.
hats,
Hats with
NFTs,
t-shirts.
hats that you can put on your ass.
Dick.
Ass hat.
dick hats,
You
whatever.
can get wood from Sean.
This has been episode
We,
149.
Don't forget to support your boy
Thanks.
Darker Bridger EX.
For interrupting me and joining us, everybody. If you enjoyed the podcast or any of the content at The Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/The Word Productions to get exclusive content, or buy merchandise like t-shirts, hats, etc. on our website, the-word.com/shop. Fuck. Have a great day.
Slash up, fuck.
Week.
Night.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, you can get Marmite there too. Bye.
Sean,
What?
I still think you should market the Ward branded condoms that just say